Okay, I think I finally got this together. My bad. Woo, shit. My bad. Figure that part out. Man. What's going on, good people? Welcome. I gotta get myself off my own stream, causing myself to have playback. All right, got that going. There we go. Snacks. That is like now going to forever be my name, ain't it, y'all? Look at me looking all rough. Oof. I had a long work day. I'm trying to tell y'all, a long day. Hey, Amy, what up? What's going on, y'all? Whew. Trying to tell y'all, today been a long ass day. My hair ain't done. I'm looking rough. Let me tell y'all something. It just ain't what it used to be. I think I'm about to cut this ponytail too. I'm trying to look at it in the back, and I'm looking at it in the back. I'm like, yeah. Your girl kind of tied up. What's up, Chappelle? What's going on? Welcome, y'all. Welcome. As everybody pours in here and says they say they hellos to each other. What's going on? Man. Oh man. What's been going on? Y'all got any pickups? What's up, Demetrius? Y'all get any pickups lately since it's been a couple weeks since I've been on here. So I'm sure y'all got some stuff. I know y'all to pick something up. About to pick something up. Everybody all on this being a big, I can't see on my glasses. This being a big weekend for the ones, yo, like everybody like, oh, it's close, but no cigar. These ain't the Chicago's everybody been wanting, but I'm really not complaining. What's up, Super GQ? What's going on? Welcome. Ooh, something in my eye. But yeah, man, what's going on? Did y'all cop anything? You know, I had the big the drop of the Ama Manier 4. Your girl is like shocked, okay? Like shocked. Like I don't really get excited about sneakers no more until they like get here, because there's so many steps in between. Like before I used to be like, I hit, oh my god, I hit, and you knew you was getting your shoe. Now it's like I hit on my shoe and dang, that size 13, I heard on big sizes was like out of there fast. That's what I said. I don't want them to cancel my 4s. Like, I'm not a bot. Like, how they gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, double, people who got doubles and all that stuff. I don't even know how they did that, because I went in, I got my emails through, I'm on my year, sent the email, then social status, and what is it? ABP, one of those, ABP, I think it is. Sent the, but I think all those three sites, I think those places must have had one site. Like I don't think they all did a release, but I don't really know. Like when I went, I hit on the 4s, but when I went to check my other 2 sites, it said my cart was empty. So they had something set up to where it wasn't like all messed up. You know what? I didn't think I was gonna hit on them, because when I first went in, my wait time was 23 minutes. So I was like, oh, okay, I know how this about to go. I already know how this about to go. 23 minutes, I'm gonna get down to like minute 4, and it's gonna be like sold out. And then I got down to minute 4, and that bad boy was like available. I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna be one of them dumb losses. Like I get down to the last, and it was like 2 minutes. I was like, okay. And then it was like less than a minute. I was like, they're going through all this. I'm not about to hit on this shoe. And then the time was up, and it started refreshing. It popped up. I was like, I gotta put my information in. I was putting all my information in, and then they do the autofill on the iPhone. So I was hitting it like bloop, 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 trying to hurry up instead of just typing it all in. That shit crazy. I was like, and I was sitting there, even when I put all my information in and hit submit or whatever, I was still waiting for it to tell me it didn't go. And I was like, it took a second for it to sink in though. Cause I mean, like stuff like that I never really hit on. So it'd be crazy. But I heard a lot of people who went after the big sizes didn't get the bigger sizes. I actually thought I put in for my size and I put in for a little bit bigger. I put in for a 6.5 some kind of way instead of a 6, which is still fine because I can still wear a 6.5. I got a few pair of 6.5s around here. But for a 4, I think that'll probably be okay. I got this other little thing I got. Oh, here you go. Wait. Oh. It's called Crease Beast. So it's like a little sock you put on. And I'm gonna do I guess I'll do a review on this because it's kind of dope. It's like a little sock you put on, and it has like a cushion on the toe. So it's everything in it is soft. It's like a gel cushion in there. So the gel cushion, if this is your foot, it comes up to like here, like a sock up to here. And then it has this gel cushion up here that gives it, so you can still flex your foot and things like that, but it pushes it up so it doesn't crease. So you don't, like with the sneaker shields, like here across my foot, I tend to get like a little bruising because of that little plastic piece. It's not smooth. So with these, with it being like a sock liner and then, just having that gel cushion on the top, yeah, it's kind of dope. It's kind of dope. I think that's kind of dope. Certified authentic. Like it's all wrapped up in here. So I don't know what this 722 is supposed to mean. I mean, I guess that's when I bought it. So was it? No, it wasn't. I got these at SneakerCon, so it wasn't even July. When did I get these? It was October. So I don't know what these numbers mean on here, but I'm gonna have to look into it. But I got these, so I'm hoping maybe this will help my situation and make it fit a little bit better, a little more snug since it's a 6.5. But like I said, it's a 4, so 4s tend to be a little snug anyway. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. And then this isn't a regular size 6. So it's not like, I mean, it's not a GS size 6. So I'm just wondering, what I'm saying, how that's going to do me. So I guess I'll wait and see when they get here. They say it take 7 to 10 days for them to ship. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I did see on Instagram, on their site, on their page, I'm Year is saying that they are going through the wins and anything that's a double, anything I guess that's a bot, they're canceling those orders. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that they don't accidentally cancel my order. I got faith in them. So we'll see. You want the lost and founds? Now, did you put in any raffles for the lost and founds ones? You got your 218 lows. That's what's up. And your the familia trainers. I don't know why I can't say that. It's probably because I ain't of Latin descent, so it don't roll off the tongue like it do for them. So you waited 19 minutes and then it went out on you. Damn. Okay. Oh, you got those LeBron Foodie Purple Dunks? I think I saw them sitting somewhere, like in the smaller sizes, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say I did. I'm kind of interested in that. Oh, Amy, you got those Eastside Golf 1 lows? Okay, those is dope. I saw the 12s too, but I didn't like the on the side. Like that the color was dope to me, but I didn't like that whole on the side of it. It just looked like they just took the paint and was like, I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Hawaii Rams fan up in here. Chill Town, what up? What up? What's going on? Yep, the I'm on Year 4s are gonna be on the sneakers app. They are doing another drop of those. I forget. Let's see here. Check my upcoming stuff because they did say that. I just forgot what day they're supposed to drop. I want to say it was like the 27th or something like that. Was what I was thinking, but maybe not. I don't know. But those are supposed to drop on the sneakers app too. But let's see here. Yep. That is it. Town business, huh? Mr. was hating. Yeah, y'all come on in here and hit that like button. Did you put in 2 raffles at Foot Locker? Is that what you did? Because you gotta get you a you got to get you like multiple emails and then set up multiple accounts. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, when it comes to Foot Locker, I think I got 6 accounts, and you got to make it so that it's slick. So like, one account is in my grandma name, one in my granddad name, one in my mama name, one in my brother name, one in my name, one in my oldest son's name. And I just be like, they all my accounts though. So if I hit on one, I be calling like, hey, we about to go to the store and pick these shoes up, bring your ID. So I ain't even gonna lie to you. I do that, but I used to do that way more. Like, now you don't have to do it as much because a lot of things be sitting. You know what? I was not gonna try for the Armand Manier Force. I wasn't until this morning, and I looked at my email and I was in a car. Like, I go to Starbucks just about daily. Not because I love Starbucks so much, but now that I work from home, my grandparents play the lottery every day. So I take the opportunity in the morning to go get Starbucks. But for real, I just really go so I can spend that little time with my grandfather while we drive, and he go get his numbers. I go to Starbucks. We make jokes, you know what I'm saying? He likes to call Starbucks the crack house. So yes, it is so crazy though, because I don't know why this is a thing. But he'd be like, come on, you got to go to the crack house. And I'd be like, if anybody ever heard you say this, they would be trying to figure out what the hell is wrong with us. Because one, why you taking me? And why you so supportive? But, that's my grandpa. I love him. He is 82 years old. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to spend time with your family when you can spend time with your fam. That is what it is. Love that man to death. Love my grandma too. But yeah, man, I did hit. It's just I can't bring myself to be excited about it because I gotta wait past the other. You gotta get past the rest of it. You gotta wait. You gotta get past delivery. You know what I'm saying? With the way things going on with delivery, these folks out here just all messed up, man. Just all messed up when it come to that. So I'm not really sure how that works out. I don't know. But yeah, I was lucky enough to hit. I know size 6 is usually there's less of the size 6 than there is the 6.5. So maybe that's why I ended up hitting, because it was 6.5. Oh, Brooklyn, look, you hit on the 13. Somebody about to come in right behind you and have something to say. Somebody about to be pissed that you hit on that 13. Where he at? Where he at? Chappelle, you about to come in there? Oh, but oh, so you didn't get the invoice. You know what you got to do? That means what you got to do is you got to go in there and you got to set up your email on how you messed it up. That's how you got to do it. I have an email where it messes up. It'll automatic sometimes. So what I did was I just went and registered it. I don't really use it for anything, but it's messed up and I use it. So if I accidentally, because it's like the same mistake over and over sometimes, and I just, yeah. Oh, okay, okay. You emailed them and told them, so hopefully they can fix it and get you the email. But I mean, you should be good. The only problem would be, you would know once they do ship them off. But yeah, I just set up a whole new email. Like, dang. So you just got everybody, you 11 and a half, 13. Okay, okay. And you did it the smart way. You didn't do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's smart. That's what's up. That's dope. So hopefully you'll get both of those pairs. Hopefully this process is a smooth process to make sure, no bots or anything like that came in. I hope that all works out for everybody and myself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just hope that works out. So, hey, so I was looking around, and this whole Odell Beckham Jr. Nike suing thing, um, lawsuit situation. Y'all really think Nike out here not paying people? Like, I, for real? They just not out here playing people? Thank you, Chill Town. Chill. Thank you. Thank you. Um, I just that's just seemed like a big risk. Like, I don't know if I've ever heard of anybody else not getting paid by Nike. I feel like it's happened before. Oh, so yeah, he said it's not a personal, it's for somebody. What's up, Eric? What's up? What's going on? Thank you for coming through. Y'all hit that like button when y'all come in here. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I'm like, millions of dollars though. Like, I know he had some decent shoes, but I wonder what else he had going on with Nike to where they paying all that money out. And like, I wonder if he breached some kind of contract and that's why he didn't get paid. Like, there's got to be more to the story than what he just saying, I ain't get my money, I ain't get my money. So I'm interested to see how that works because Nike being as a big a deal as it is, I can't really see them not cashing him out, like doing his thing. And is it, I don't know. That shit weird to me. Like, it's very weird. I don't know. I'm just a little about that. Like, I know it ain't huge news, but at the same time, I'm still kind of like weary. Like, that don't make sense. Like, Nike gets all my money. And that's the other part. Like, he do a lot of customs. So I wonder if they just kind of like, yeah, okay, nah, And I wonder if he think they sold more shoes than for real what they sold. Like, is that what he thinking? Like, where's this discrepancy coming in at? Because it's just crazy. But I heard they dropping on the sneakers app. So I did actually hear that. I was trying to look and see exactly when they're supposed to drop. Let's see here. Because I got a message on here too. Where my sneaker thing go? All right, there we go. What up, E? I ain't even bring my snacks in here. I mean, I got my crackers, but that was about it. I ain't no damn parrot, but I got some crackers. That was it. I don't know what day. I know they supposed to be dropping on sneakers, so that's what I heard. E, we was talking about it earlier. What day did they say those shoes were supposed to drop on sneakers app? Cause my phone acting up. Well, I ain't even. Oh, I know what it is. Y'all know what? My iPhone be like linking into my Wi-Fi, but then once it link into the Wi-Fi, act like it don't want to damn work. I know, like, what the hell is this all about? I'm sure it's the phone. It ain't the Wi-Fi because I work all day just fine. And then I get on here with y'all, and it's cool and it's Gucci too. So I don't know. Let's see if it'll refresh or some shit. There we go. There. No, this shit just don't want to work for me. My soul links don't be wanting to work. I got so many sneaker apps. It's ridiculous. Yeah, the 23rd. So yeah, he said the 23rd too. I guess I was wrong. I don't know what I saw on the 27th, but whatever it was, that wasn't it. mm. Yeah, that's what it said, the 23rd. So, in 6 days, hopefully they ship my stuff out from the store before then. Like, Ian Clothing had a raffle. Now, when I went on there, I clicked the link, but it was like the page was gone. So, I don't know if they had it. Oh, Nike releasing the cream pair? So, a 2-pair. We the best is Cyber Monday. I don't want that. Oh, wait. So, you saying the cream pair of the We the Best at Cyber Monday? You know what? I'm a little confused. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Let me see. That's that. That's next week. Wait, that's the week after next. So that's the 28th. It's Cyber Monday. Crimson pair. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I don't want either one of them. I want the pink pair. Uh-uh. stash raffle for the I'm on Air Force. I'm a force. I'm a four. Now, what do y'all think about that raffle? How they did the raffle for that first release? Huh? I see that happen. The cream pair of the fours, and that's only gonna release on sneakers. I'm kind of seeing backwards that they would release the cream pair just for Nike. Unless there's more pair of the cream pair than it is of the Aura pair. But I don't really see that nowhere. Oh, of the fives. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You don't care. Wait a minute. I'm not thinking about it. You don't care. I was wondering what they was going to do for Cyber Monday. Because normally they have a release. I'm trying to think. Did they have one last year for Cyber Monday? I bought a lot of shoes last year, so I ain't even going to lie to y'all. I can't even fucking remember. I still need to wear about 70 pairs of shoes that I bought last year. Get it. I can't believe it's about to be. You gonna try, but it's not a priority. We know you gonna try. Was there a release last? Yeah, I think my phone broke. I just got a text message came through. And it's PM. Fuck he won't. It's my homie though. So, one question I got: did anybody put in a video for the Force? I ain't seen no video, but I know people put in the video, but I don't know. I'm trying to see, but I don't know nobody. I think I saw one person that won, but then I think they canceled it. I can't believe it's about to be Thanksgiving next week. Like, where the hell all the 2022 go? Because I ain't ready. I don't feel it. Like, it don't feel like it's about to be Thanksgiving. Like, even with it like snowing outside the last few days, like, I don't know what the fuck that's all about. But even with it snowing outside, I don't feel like it's that time of year yet. I don't know. Like, I can't get in my head that next week I'm going to be putting my tree up. Like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to put my tree up. First off, my sneaker room is not clean enough for me to remove the... y'all know what? I got a bad habit. Since my kid moved out, I be putting shit everywhere. And they be like upstairs, so they don't never come downstairs. In my living room, I probably just stack shoes as they come in. And it's gotta be, I'ma say 60 pairs of shoes sitting in my living room in a box, just in a corner. They just stacked up in rows. I need to move them in here. But I was trying to organize in here, and I was like, I ain't gonna move them in here until. But the sad part is, it's mostly ones. It's mostly ones. I'm gonna try. I haven't bought anywhere near as many shoes as I bought last year, so that is a blessing. I was able to taper, and I mean, Sybil Tay has some bullshit dropping this year too, so I don't care. So they said what sizes they would have. Whatever. Ain't no 160. I did 120 last year. This year, I think I did a little less than 50 so far. I'm not even at 50 cops for this year, so I'm glad. What up, Chaotic? What's up, my brother? What's going on. But yeah, I bought a lot of bullshit last year. Like, uh I was in my whole, I mean, I bought a lot of pairs of 90s though. I ain't gonna say a bunch of bullshit, but like I be wearing those, like, cause they my comfortable shoes. So I be wearing them. And then I was in this thing where I was all in love with the theme shoes way more than anything else. So I bought a lot of shoes that, I don't know, that were themed, like those fried chicken 90s. I still haven't worn those. I just can't find the right time to wear them. And then I don't know if I want to like do the tear off thing on them. I don't know. I mean, I got some decent stuff this year. I mean, I only have 11 pairs of shoes. You lying. You don't post often, but I know you got more than 11 pairs of shoes. Get out of here. Um, Let me think. I don't know. Do y'all keep a list of y'all shoes that y'all get throughout the year? So you know what, like, you know what you got, how many pairs you at, how many pairs you buying? Like, I got a list. I do keep a list. But I don't really think none of my stuff was like what people would consider like hype and like dope and stuff like that. I just bought the ones that I like. But I didn't really, I don't know, I didn't really get no hype shoes like that, I don't think. Um I mean, I guess y'all, I don't really know. Like, I feel like if I hit on a pair of sneakers, it ain't nothing hype about them. That's just how I feel. I'd be like these fours though. Okay, all right. And but in my head, I still feel like if I hit on these fours, it must be a shit ton of them. That's how I feel. I don't feel like they must have been like really, um, like limited or anything like that. That's why I keep a list. I keep a list because you know what I feel like when I keep a list of the sneakers that I have that I'm buying as I buy them, I tend to be more responsible with my cops and my pickups. I tend to pull back on them like, whoa, why this list getting so long? But no, let's see. One of my hyper pairs that I was super excited about this year was the chocolate chip, the shadow chocolate chips. I got those. The Rebellionaires was a pair I wanted that I was super excited about. There was the St. Patty's Day Sauconys. I got those. Yeah, I think I'm at 46 now, 46 with the fours that just came in. And then I had the pomegranate ones. Those are mid. I was in love with those. They're patent leather shoes. So y'all know I love my patent leather. So those was dope. Then I got the Running Club 90s. I wanted those. I got those around that was Air Max Day. I picked those up. Another shoe I was excited to get. I mean, like I said, I picked up some theme shit. So I don't really know how people felt about it, but I got the Jeremy Scott Adidas Forum Money, the one that got the $100 bills all over it with the wing on it. I got those. I don't know. I rounded off my collection, my Star Wars collection, and I ended up picking up the Han Solo Z2 Boost. I got those. What else? Some shoes I picked up that I could have lived. I mean, I only picked them up because I got the mids, but the 7210 low, I picked those up. Those were kind of like a family thing. I got those. Oh, I did pick up the C3PO top 10s. That was another Star Wars one I picked up. Yeah, man, like the silver bullets didn't do like ridiculous. Like the Air Max had their time. Like it was a couple years ago, Air Max was like thumping, and then it kind of tapered back off again. I see that right now. I picked up a couple pair of Zoom Comforts this year too. Those was dope. I might go through. I might pick one of these. Let's see, December coming. Probably in December I'll do a live and we'll go through. I'll probably stack them all up and we'll go through my cops for the year. I'll probably do a little video and go through the cops for the year. Or maybe I'll just make it a separate video. I don't know. Oh, them Grinch Forum lows is crazy. Them dope. Them dope. Now, and they so different. You know what I'm saying? I think at this point when it comes to the Grinch releases, I'm just a little over it being a Nike release. What's my favorite purchase of the year? My favorite purchase of the year. Just one, right? Just one. Like I gotta give you one. If I could say my favorite purchase of the year right now with what I have, um, I would say it would probably be, I don't know, man. My favorite pickup of the year. You know what? I'm gonna say my favorite pickup would be these Union Dunks. That would be one of my favorite pickups, and it's a lot. I love that shoe, but I like the shoe, but it's because of how I got the shoe. That's my favorite pickup of the year. Yeah, that's it. What up? What the sneakers? I do not get every shoe I want. I do not. I don't. I don't. You know, it's certain shoes I have to have. Yeah, okay. The Mama Cedar sixes. That's a big one. That's a big one. See, I didn't get that shoe. I would have got that shoe. I don't know if I would have wore it, but I would have got that shoe. But that's a dope pickup. Like that's a very dope pickup. The most shocking pickup is this Alma Manier 4 if it actually makes it to fruition to make it to the sneaker room. But that was a big one. I would say another one that I was excited to get just because it's for the hometown was the Detroit Air Jordan 2, the 218 2. That was a dope one for me. You know, I was super excited about the Visionaires. I was excited about that shoe. Like I like that shoe. I really do like the shoe. I feel like those are a set. The rebel, not the well, I don't know if they're really a set. Like the Rebellionaire, the Heirloom, and the Visionaire all had that special box. So it's kind of like, did y'all mean to do this? How's this in up here? You need to break your dunk virginity. You don't have any dunks, J. Jeff? Positive outlooks only. Oh, really? Eric, you took an L on us. I actually hit on the shock drop for the 11s too. I didn't think about that. I did hit on those. So those are on the way too. I guess those will be here Saturday. Um Fire red threes. You know what? I didn't get those. I passed on the fire red threes. I don't know. I mean, they still kind of wandering around out there, so maybe one day I'll reach back and grab them. I don't know if I'm like holding back on grabbing certain stuff because I don't want to hit a certain number for the year or what. But I was like, yeah, okay. So I want to get the Chicago twos. The thing is, I would prefer to have that shoe in a men's size. Like I guess right now that's the other thing with me cropping. Like I done got to the point where I done got spoiled. Like I'm almost to the point where I don't really want it if it's a GS no more. Like I want a men's pair. Like I love the fact that they have more and more small size men's dropping than just calling it a GS. Like if I can get the lost and found ones in a men's size, I don't mind paying the 180. I don't care. I don't care because I think most places selling them for 140 in GS anyway. $40 just to have a men's six. I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. Your favorite pickup was the entire Concept Air Max 1 collection. You would give up all your cops for that one, even the Alma Manier 4s? Okay. A piston dunk colorway would be stupid. Yes. Antoine, that shit would be dope. That would be dope. Like I would have to have that. Man, yeah. The Winlight 96 or the Cherry 11s. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know what the fuck that is. Y'all know. I don't. I don't know. That's mostly red. It's less red. Oh, those are 10s. I'm like, what the hell is that? I don't even know what the hell that is. Oh, wait. Here it go. Oop. Oops. And that's definitely not it. I went through all that and it was 72 tens. I dropped all that shit. It's 72 tens. Damn it. I don't even know. What's this? That's an old box. Oh, that's definitely not it. That's my Columbia's. Y'all, I don't know where my... Man, like 96s are. What's these in these boxes? Oh, that's a low. Ah! Ain't one of the ones that fell. Hey, wait a minute. I'm trying to see something. I don't know what the hell that is on my shoe. Y'all, know what I'm thinking? I just realized. For real? Holy fucking shit. Guess what? I ain't never wear this fucking shoe. Maybe. I mean, it's dirty right there. Like, y'all see that? What's up, Chase and Jays? Man, these damn things be falling all over the place. Like, I'm trying to see if it's a little crease. But this look like, I mean, sometimes I put them back, but this look like this might still be. Hey, y'all. When I get my, which one? Y'all, I'm tripping right now, though. Like, I remember I got these came out right when the Win Like 82 came out. Maybe I did, because this one a little loose. I mean, maybe I wore them once. It's like a little crease thingy right here. Yeah, I had to, because look, I at least put them on, because that's like a little crease right there. See that? Yeah. Okay, man, that almost scared the shit out of me for a minute. I'm like, listen, I know I had these shoes sitting in here all this time. I know I don't wear them often, but I at least had to bless these in once. Now, come on now. They tight, though. I don't know. That's what I was looking at. I was like, man, these look like they're a little tight laced. So, because I had to pull my 11s so they tighten up. But I had to. But I probably only wore them once, though. That's probably what happened. But like I said, yeah, it's some dirt on here. So, there's dirt on there. There's dirt on here. That wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have went for that if I'd have bought them. So, I don't know. Now I'm trying to think how I feel about it. Because basically, what is it? It's just white then, right? I don't know, because the cherries would be like the red version of the Concord, right? Whatever. I see it. See right there. Look, you see it. Nah. But, that's a good question. You know, maybe we'll pose that question coming up soon when they come Saturday. Maybe we'll post that as a question. Which one do you prefer? I'm sure somebody probably already posted it, but fuck that. I'll post it again. I don't care. Damn. I don't know now. Because, like, I ain't gonna lie. When I got these, I was a bad defect on them. My shoe ain't got no defects. That was not there when I bought that shoe, and I know it for a fact. I know it for a fact. I don't know. But which ones, you know what? I could break these out for Christmas. The thing is, I got so many Christmas themed shoes. It's crazy. Where I get these shoes from? Yes. I ain't gonna lie. I always keep my receipts. The Concords got that same stain on it. My Concords don't. Look at that shit. Here go the receipt, y'all. I be keeping all my receipts. These was... Oh, and I got $10 off. These was $170 when I bought them. Back on... What the date at on this damn receipt? 2017. December 9th, 2017 at 1:54 is when I picked them up. Oh, okay. I'm like, why these shoes? And then they let me save $10 on them. Just back when you could use your coupons. I had a coupon. I was like, let me get them. And then let me get this $10 off. I was wondering why they were so cheap. I'm like, hold on now. Shit all in the box. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to look at these, and then when I get the other ones, I'm gonna have to look at them. But I'm gonna wear these. These gonna be like, maybe what I'll do is I'll wear like all Christmassy, like red and green and shit like that sneakers for the month of December, just so I can get them out the way. What up, BX? I do like both of them. They just asked me which one I like more, so then I was like, damn, I don't know. Nah, you ain't missed that part. I ain't got there yet. But that's what I'm saying. Like, do you feel like, okay, so between all you got to do to get a raffle, like it's to the point now where they want you to drop videos and all that. You saw how Amamanier did it. There's some places where they want you to donate, you know what I'm saying, for the chance to even put in the raffle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw they wanted you to donate $3 or something to it's a legit, you know, fund that they're going to legit. What am I trying to say? What's the word I'm looking for? Organization, yeah, whatever that they're donating the money to. But at the same time, like it's always like, you know, you're donating your money so that they can have a write-off in the end. Basically, I mean, even though it's going to a good cause, the fact of the matter is that business that you're giving $3 to is going to in turn take that money and make it a write-off for themselves as a donation to whatever they're donating to. But what up, G Money? I'm just saying, like, you know, after for some to try and get sneakers, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's just oversaturated. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I miss camping out too. Like it's oversaturated. And then it's like now that you got so many avenues, like everybody can know. All you got to do is hit Twitter and start following a bunch of accounts, and you gonna always see when the latest drop come out, whether it's a bullshit drop or a hype drop. It's gonna be literally every single drop. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like, yeah, I was just about to say there's a big disconnect now. Like I used to be so excited to see Gotham pop up on my screen. Now I'd be like, oh, okay. And I mean, I love my shoes still. Like, I'm not saying I don't love the sneaker, but it's just the thrill of it is gone. You know what I'm saying? Like where, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think it's just with where you mix in the two, where it's now it's a money grab. You know what I'm saying? Like I hate for things that I love to become a money grab, you know, and I think that's more so it than anything. And I feel like that's killing it for me. Yeah, they gonna run it in the ground until they can't run it no more. You know what I'm saying? They making money off of it. So of course they're gonna run it in the ground until they can't. But and I'm not saying that they're wrong for that, because if they're seeing a need, feel a need, but at the same time, they're not really even feeling the need. You know what I'm saying? So where before it was like I could want a sneaker and for real know like 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna get this sneaker without, you know, having to jump through hoops. Now it's like, oh wait, do I have time to make a reel about how I feel about whatever I'm voting for? Or, you know what I'm saying, let me see if I'm gonna send you $3 and then you're gonna send me a form so I can fill it out and I can enter for a chance to win the shoe. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even a guarantee. Like I'm paying you. Or say some of these boutiques got it now to where you got to buy $100 worth of merchandise to purchase the shoe. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, you want this shoe, I got it, but you got to buy this other bullshit that you don't even want for a chance to purchase your shoe. And then even when you buy $100 worth of merchandise, it's like you're not even guaranteed your size, you know. So you can get a shoe, but when you get up there and they be like, yeah, we ain't got your size, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done spent this money on all this shit to buy a shoe, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, so do you go in there and you buy the merchandise, or do you be like, F it, and I'm just gonna go on GOAT or something, or StockX or Flight Club, and just spend my $100 and I ain't got to come out with clothes I didn't want, or another pair of shoes I didn't want. I also feel like for me nowadays at the community, the term brick has affected the way people view. You are absolutely right. That word, I feel like that word alone, it has pretty much taken the sneaker game and put it in the shitter. Yeah, and I think a lot of people see that, and then like for me, like with the 11s, like the Cherry 11s that drop, it's gonna be a shit ton of those Cherry 11s. Like, don't get it twisted. I could have waited to get that shoe. I'm sure that shoe will be available in January. If you look for it good enough, you'll find that shoe in January. Like, I really feel like these Cherry 11s, or these will be an 11 that will sit a little bit longer than any other 11. I don't know why I feel like that, but I feel like these are going to sit longer than any other 11. And I mean, I say that to say, even, I don't know, I feel like at some point they're going to be neck and neck with the platinum tent joints. Yeah. If you ain't got the sneaker in your hand, you ain't doing the video. Right. And that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? People put time and effort into that. And some people for real did pour their hearts into those videos. You know what I'm saying? Those were legit videos. And I get it. You know, you're getting your word out there still. You know what I'm saying? You're saying what you wanted to say. But you know what I'm saying? I feel like at that point, either they should have had it to say, okay, we taking in these many submissions. I see some videos that went through, and there was some BS videos I heard that got through, and people got a hit on them. But I mean, on the other end of that is, man, you got to think how many people made videos. You know what I'm saying? And they got to sit and look at every video that was done and try to decide which one goes and which one doesn't. And so, you know, you don't know the numbers of how many they decided to put towards that initiative that they had. So, I mean, I get it on each end. I understand what they were trying to do. I do. And I respect it for sure. I do respect it. But at the same time, I feel like people who say, for instance, and I'm not even saying Armand Monier is an easy name to say, but some people didn't even try to get the name right. You know what I'm saying? So with that, it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I mean. It's the sneaker game dead, because it's like a lot of those people put videos and they probably gonna sell the shoe. That's just it, and that's it. Like, right, like with the taxi ones, when I tell you them taxis, people heard the taxis was coming out. It was, oh my God, I gotta have it, gotta have it, gotta have it, gotta have it. Oh my God, they're not even gonna make enough shoes for everybody to have. That's gonna be some bullshit. Everybody not gonna get the yellow toes, blah, 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 whatever, whatever. And then now they restocking the taxis like never before, and they just sitting. So like, for people to complain about certain shoes not having the numbers that they wanted to have, this is the shoe that y'all wanted so bad, and the numbers are there, and y'all don't want them because they're bricks. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's kind of crazy to me. And I don't understand. I really don't understand how people can call the Fire Red 3s bricks. That is ridiculous. I don't understand how anything that could be a OG, anything can be a brick. I don't care how it's set then, but my whole thing is, things don't have to sell out for them to be dope sneakers. That's just it, and that's all. And that's what it is. People don't appreciate um that era enough to appreciate what that shoe really means. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like the disconnect is starting to come in, to where, you know, a lot of people didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never got to see Jordan play in person, like go to a actual game and see him play. But of course, I got to see him play on TV. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people who are collecting these shoes or starting to collect these shoes never watched a live game. You know what I'm saying? What's up, CP23? They've never watched a live game of a lot of these people play. Penny, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, Jordan, none of these people. Since the shoe game is now, I don't want the shoe to be accessible to everybody. I want shoes to be just exclusive enough for me. And you're right. You know what I'm saying? People, and that's just the way that society has went as a whole. You know what I'm saying? People are a lot more selfish, if you want to put it that way. They're a lot more selfish. So it's all about me, 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 me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely. What's up, Bobby? I'm so glad to see the resale market is dying. Like some of these shoes coming out and they sitting, I'm like, yes, you can't make no money off this shoe. Great. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like the nostalgic part of the sneaker, what got a lot of us started loving sneakers, is disconnected from that. So like now all people see are shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if I'm making sense when I say this, but like that love for the game and the players, you know what I'm saying? They can't have that same love for them. I'm not saying they can't, but to live through it is different than to just watch old shots from it. You know what I'm saying? To be in that moment is a lot different. A lot different. So for some of my bitches. Right. That's it. Let's see what you say. You got to come up with an idea on the video you want to do. Then you got to take time out of the day to do it, to put yourself out there in front of millions of people, and you still ain't guaranteed. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I don't know. A very touching video I saw Cadillac Jackson's video. He did in my opinion, he had a great video. I didn't see a lot of people's videos, but I did see his. It popped up in my feed, and it was in reference to him, and him having a son who is African American and having to worry about him growing up in today's society. And I mean, it hit home because I got two boys. You know what I'm saying? I have two young black two boys. You know what I'm saying? So I know what it's like to especially, everybody know Deion drives Scat Pack, but especially to know that, you know what I'm saying, like, okay, if he gets pulled over or whatever, I get scared. You know what I'm saying? I worry about him. We have to worry about our boys a little bit different than our Caucasian counterparts. We do. And I'm not even saying a little bit, a lot more than we do. And it's always been that way. But now I think the internet and social media and things like that have put it out there so much that now the worry is just exponential. Like, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? For me anyway. I don't know. I'm a woman, so maybe I'm just over emotional a lot, but I doubt that's it. But I just feel like that's just what it is. What's up, Recognize? What's going on? But yeah, man, you're right. People put themselves out there. A lot of people did literally put themselves out there and their passions out there, and to not be recognized for it, you know what I'm saying, kind of sucks. So it is what it is in the sneaker game. But like I said, I feel like there is a huge disconnect. Yeah, like I appreciate that. Thank you, BX. Said, let's see, I can put this up here. Gotta do this. And y'all know what I didn't do? I didn't put this out here either. I normally do this and I be forgetting. Y'all ain't tell me. Y'all know y'all more than welcome to come up on this panel at any given time. But yeah, and that's the other thing. Like I said, you don't get to really for real have those conversations no more. And that's the part of it. Like we used to be able to, like we're trying to promote things, more shows like the Monday Mid-So, Talking Kicks, Retro Talk Forum. And you know what I'm saying? Like where we have real discussions and we talk about shoes and things like that. But that's another thing. Once my son is out and my phone ring from my own number, I get jittery. Yeah. Definitely. Like my son called, like if I don't hear from him, like he's 2.5 hours away now. That took some getting used to. Like I'm like, and I had to fight it from calling him multiple times a day, you know what I'm saying, to be that helicopter parent. And he a grown man now, so I gotta kind of, let it go a little bit. Yes, definitely. Detroit was all, we always trying to stun on some shit. But but like I said, like, yeah, we just, I don't know, just lately, I don't know, it's been this year, it feels like, where I just personally, I've been disconnected from a lot of things when it comes to sneakers. Like, I'll see it and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. Eh. Like, to the point of where, like, I've been almost forcing myself to wear my sneakers. Like, and it's almost because the people that really for real appreciate a decent sneaker, a good to see your sneakers, not even a decent sneaker, to just appreciate sneakers, they're not there no more. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I go out and, you know what I'm saying, you just see 5 million people in the same sneaker. Like, okay, the Panda. Where that shoe would have been a coveted shoe. Now it's just kind of like, now Dunk's almost becoming the new thought shoe. Like, to where it's about to go to the point of where is people really gonna still keep wearing them? What's the deal? Um, People who got tight that they didn't win those fours killed me. Real enthusiasts know you can't have every shoe. Yeah, Dub P, you right. I take my wins like I take my L's. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But sometimes I do get a little pissed when I take an L and I see somebody who really legit just don't give a fuck about the shoe. And I guess taking an L to an enthusiast is a little bit different, because you know that there are so many shoes in your size that went to resellers who care less about a sneaker. Yeah, I still do that. Yeah, if I see somebody rocking some sneakers and I think they dope, I'd be like, oh, them dope. You know what I'm saying? You got the so-and-so and so-and-so's. And they be like, yeah, yeah. Like, I was in Starbucks the other day and I pre-ordered my drink, and I guess the guy was in there when they called me. I hadn't came in yet. So my name on my Starbucks is Sneaker Babe. So I don't know, I had that for a long time. I don't even know why I've never changed it, but it is. And when I came in to pick up my shoe, to pick up my shoe, to pick up my drink, he was like, oh, you Sneaker Babe, they just called you or whatever. I was like, oh, thanks or whatever. He was like, yeah, he was like, one shoe I don't know how he just started talking, but he was like, yeah, one shoe I would have, those Yeezys, the bread Yeezys. And he was trying to explain to me which Yeezys he was talking about. And I was like, he was like, yeah, they red and black or something he was saying. And I was like, yeah, like the 350s, is that what he was like? No. And then he finally said it, and he was like, the ones he did with Nike. And I was like, oh, you mean the Red Octobers? I said, oh, nah. If you got about 20 to 30 grand just to blow on a pair of shoes, you can get those. You'll get those. You get them. And he was like, no, I ain't got that. But I wish I would have got that shoe back when it came out. And we was just talking about it. But, to be able to sit and, go to a Starbucks and say something like that to somebody, and they, what I'm saying, figure out what they're talking about, that even if he didn't know the name of the shoe, it was still dope to have that conversation with, especially even with the guy who didn't know me. You know what I'm saying? And, to leave and have that conversation was kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? So there's things like that I miss, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, that just happened a few days ago. So having that interaction helped me. And it's one of the reasons why I haven't really kind of given up the whole sneaker thing. That's crazy though, Pete, that is what everybody is saying. Like, everybody who hit on them, now they in the next stage of worry, because you don't know if them bad boys gonna make it to the crib. Like, you might get a box to the crib, but that box might be empty. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think that day that I get it, I actually delivered them to my mom's house, because I wanted all my shit to match. I'll be using my address for like my important shit, like my cards and shit, my credit card. So I was like, I'm not even about to chance it. I'm not about to put in a different billing address than my than my shipping address. Nope. I'm putting everything the same. So for that day, I'm gonna be at my mom's house. What up, Stretch? Yeah, and I'm be sitting waiting on them shoes to show up. You better not be out here starbucking. What does that even mean? What do you mean, starbucking? What do you mean? I love Starbucks. You want to know what? I get scared when Laser Ship is the courier's choice. I'd be like, oh fuck. And it's only because I have my the one time it happened to me, it was the Del Sol 13s out of all shoes. Like a shoe I could walk in the store and get right now. But at that time, you know what I'm saying, they had sold out for the first time. And I was like, damn, you said flirting. I don't think that's what was going on. Oh. I don't really know. I am really bad at that. So if that what was happening went straight over my head, and dude was probably like, maybe she's not into dudes. I don't know. Oh my God. I didn't even think about that until you said, I'm like, what's Starbucks? And I'm like, what? What's that? Yeah. So I don't know if that's what was happening, then I kind of missed that. Oops. Yep, that's what it is. What's up, Just OG? Yep, this you gotta make it first. If you hit on the shoe, woohoo, great. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. I remember going out with my girls one night, and we were at Ignite. That's when the club was Ignite inside the bar, inside the casino. And my girlfriend was telling me we was all out just drinking, having a good time. And I was coming out of the bathroom and this guy said something and I was like, oh, hey. And I just kept walking like, oh, I was just kind of like had a quick conversation and I just kept going. And she was like, you missed that. I was like, what? What are you talking about? She was like, he was so trying to talk to you. I was like, oh, didn't even notice. My bad. That shit is crazy. What up? What the sneakers? What's going on?
I come in here hearing you talking about, man.
Huh?
What you over here talking about?
I don't know. Apparently, Jay Jeff just told me I was Starbucking, and I'm like, what's Starbucking? He was like flirting. I was like, I stopped and I thought about it. And I was like, I don't know if he was. He was started talking about sneakers. I didn't see that as flirting. If he was, well, I kept walking like, oh, you have a good day, and I just kept going like, eh. But apparently, I'm oblivious to stuff like that. So I'd be like, whatever. I just think people are good people. How did you wait a minute? That's how you got your cool grade 11. Yes. Oh, wait, listen, GQ, listen. There is this, it says Williams and Son white panel van that comes from Laser Ship. I mean, like when he hit the gas, it's like, oof, all you smell is just the worst thing ever. And that's who delivers my shoes to my house from Laser Ship. The first time he pulled up, I was like, that's a white panel van. Why is it out in front of my house? Like, I'm not going outside. Then the man started coming up on my porch. I'm like, and I think it's like a plumbing service or something on the side of the van. And I was like, I'm watching my ring the whole time. I'm watching this man come up and I'm like, what is this in this box? And I'm looking, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And he put the box on the porch. I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell is going on? I'm like, oh my God. So I'm looking, I go outside, I get brave. I'm like, say it with your chest, girl. Come on, we're gonna go outside. I'm looking outside, I look at the box, I'm like, oh my fucking God. And that's when I found out. That's how it's gonna come.
BK, I know you lying, bro. I know they don't allow Uber drivers to deliver the packages, bro.
I wouldn't put it past it though, because like I said, if that's a plumbing, I mean, like if that's, I'm guessing Laser Ship must be one of those smaller entities, but at the same time, they must allow whoever works for them to they must use their own vehicles.
I'm gonna say this. I'm glad we don't have a Laser Ship down here, because boy, I'd be pissed off, man.
They only got me once, but so far, like I said, so far Laser Ship has been delivering just fine. Laser Ship just dropped off my Midnight Navy 11s, and it's been the same person every time. So, nah. You got the guy, J Jeff. You did not get the guy with the plumber with the white panel van. You got him too. That's crazy. Yeah, he that's him. He been dropping, but you know what? Since I seen him, I haven't had any issues. Yeah, I only had the one time, and the one time it didn't even make it to the truck. The one time they told me they couldn't find it in the warehouse.
Ooh, bro. Like I say,
Uber
bro.
delivers packages out here in NYC. Not often, but they do. That's what's up too. I mean, I wonder if you get double paid for that. Like, so do you work? Are you working for LeisureShip or are you working for Uber?
But yeah, I mean, I see it though. I mean, you know, Uber do kind of branch out. I know they do deliveries for food and like Amazon and shit like this. So I can, at the same time though, I don't know how I feel about a Uber driver delivering my damn package though.
I mean, I guess it ain't too much difference because you got to think about it. Amazon have people packing their cars and they do your deliveries too. You said you got a package from DHL and got it legit checked ASAP. Anybody who get a package from DHL gonna always feel like that sneaker suspect. I don't care if it came from Nike. You gonna be like, bitch, wait. 2-day shipping goes through FedEx. Yeah, but then you'd be like, and I wonder if it's a difference. Like, I don't know. Some of these packages need to just be under incognito names. Like, I know everybody probably didn't caught on to StockX and the name that they use for their packages. I'm sure they caught on.
What you mean?
StockX, it says something different on the box. It don't say StockX. I ain't got no old StockX boxes. I don't.
So they got a different name on the box besides StockX?
Yeah, it don't say StockX on the box. When you get your shoes from StockX, it don't say StockX. They put something different on there, which is a smart move. You know what I'm saying? Just like I'm glad. Oh yeah, that's what it is. SMOT.
They trying to get over. That's what it is. Nigga get some fake ass shoes and shit.
SMOT is what it say.
Man, they trying to hand out them fake shoes. Y'all better watch StockX.
I guess. What up, Caddy? I guess I don't really put too much behind none of it. I mean, who can you for real trust? You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
your last Nike shipment was through the post office. Dang, I ain't got to go to the post office in a minute. You said what?
Hey, bro, y'all need to see what's going on. I mean, I know StockX in Detroit, man. Y'all need to go see what's going on with them niggas.
I know you could go see. They all over the place now. StockX over in Arizona too, I think it is.
Man, but the headquarters in Detroit.
It is. So they don't want no smoke from nobody that's in Detroit. I think they be paying attention if you like where you from, because if you in Detroit, you could just pull up. I ain't never had a real issue with StockX ever.
Hey, Cat, let me tell you something, bro. I don't give a fuck. Nobody say you should have won a pair of those foes, bro. That was kind of fucked up, bro. That was real fucked up, man. Cause I felt that shit when I watched it. That's why I had reposted it on my stories.
So it looked like Fat Joe done called out Perfect Pair, talking about he'll scrap anyone in a sneaker battle.
Why is that even important?
I don't know. And at that point, it's just about money over money for real. Because I'm sorry if I don't mean to put anybody down or disrespect anybody or nothing like that. And I'm not saying you can't be a real sneakerhead if you got money, but at the same time, their collections get a little bit, not a little bit, they collections get out there to where is it for real? Like a lot of these people with money that buy these shoes, I still question they shit. No more than anybody else. Fat Joe must not know I'm undefeated this year. Fat Joe is a hype beast. Like him, DJ Khaled. Like DJ Khaled gets on my fucking nerves. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like
DJ Khaled don't even know what fucking shoes he got in the hand, bro. Like
right, he just buy them because he think they make him look cool. That's kind of how my take on it is. Like I don't get it.
Nigga had told him the name of it, bro. That nigga didn't even know what the name of them bitches was, bro.
And see, stuff like that, you can't have a shoe that know what it is. You just got it because it costs money, or because you thought that's what the society, what the community wanted to see. Like, I don't know, and it kind of irritates me. That's probably why I'm kind of like not like everybody else with these We the Best fives. Like if they could have been anybody else fives, I'd probably be like, oh yeah, I'll probably think about buying a pair. But
Did you watch that GQ interview?
no, I didn't see it.
Man, that shit was all over the place, man. He made it seem like he had everything that a nigga don't have, bro. I was like,
No, I didn't see Stone Cold buying shoes. I heard he is a big sneakerhead too, though. You said DJ Khaled, the Oprah of sneakers. And that's dope though. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can go out and do that, but then like I be feeling like, you know what I'm saying? Like that you don't ever take a L. You know what I'm saying? Like when you somebody like that, you never take a L. So I don't feel like you can for real be a sneakerhead if you don't know what it's like to take a L. Like that's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? So for you to not have to deal with that, I mean, you probably maybe back in the day, but was you for real a sneakerhead like that back in the day? You know what I'm saying? Khaled funny as hell. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never really listened to him talk. Like he don't never seem like he had nothing to say worth me listening to. So I can't even lie. Like all that hollering and shit get on my nerves.
and look,
See,
everybody
here
can
it
say
goes. Soul Links on Twitter. Nike Air Trainer 1 Coriander just restocked.
everybody can say what they want about them Cali joints, but if you ain't have them in hand, bro, y'all just talking shit, bro.
What you mean?
Oh, to me, I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. These bitches cold to me, bro.
They pink.
Huh?
That's what it is. They pink.
Nah, it's like a peach.
I got a pink shoe now. I still ain't worn.
It's like a peach color.
That motherfucker pink. It's pink.
Peach, pink, whatever you want to call it, but it's really pink. I mean, peach, man. But I like these.
To rest his feet with
really bro. That's why I really got them. So.
That's what I said. Doug P. Khaled annoying as hell. He get on my nerves. It's pretty much that 6 up there.
But yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like Khaled, and that's cool. But like I said, them shoes hard though, and the quality on them is pretty nice.
Yeah, I recognize you right. That's what it is. They look like the Easter joints. It's not that much difference in them. Not that I see. I would like to see a side by side. Like I would like to see that Easter 5 and then that 5 and see what they look like. I'm sure it's a color difference.
Khaled's gonna blow that Easter one out the water.
Why? Because it's Khaled?
No, it's not because I just said it what it was. I said the quality of them, bro. Them bitches plush, bro. Them bitches got some premium fucking leather on these joints, bro. Like real talk.
Oh, it is a leather shoe?
Yeah, it's leather, man.
I don't know. I mean, it's got to do with a lot of it got to do with the fact that I'm not a ginormous 5 fan either. So
yeah, because you a hater. I mean, it could be a salmon color too, but I really say it's like a peach.
But that's the crazy part, though. Like people called that Easter 5 a brick. But now everybody all over the Khaled. It's not that far off.
Yeah. To be
Other
honest,
than a quality thing, though, I'm not saying quality wise. I'm saying the look of it.
Like, have you seen the prices on StockX? I mean, anybody could really go get them right now. They damn near retail of the Cali 3s, like the Cali 5s, like the damn near retail on StockX.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't looked at them. I didn't try for them, but like I said, I didn't like the Easter joints, so that didn't make sense to where I would get that one. Like I didn't like that one, so I guess it kind of went around.
I ain't a big fan of 5. I ain't a big fan of 5 like that, but there's certain ones that I wish I did have.
Oh, the Easter they say has the sea green sole on it. Yeah, I'm trying to fight it. Like I don't know. Like I don't want the Chicago 2 if they gonna hype it like that. Like that's pissing me off. Stop hyping everything. Like that's annoying as shit to me. And I feel like I'm scared of the Chicago 2 because I feel like they probably gonna mass produce it and it's gonna be shit. Like part of me is don't want the Chicago 2 because I don't want them to ruin that shoe for me. That's just it, and that's all. Like I like 2s. I'm one of them people. I don't really give a shit what people say about 2s. Like I was buying 1s out of the outlet when people wasn't really caring about 1s. So
I'm gonna be the honest person. I don't like 2s at all, but I do want the Chicago.
Well, that's cool though, because most people want it because of the nostalgia of it though.
Like was the Chicago and the Mellows. Other than that, I don't care about no other two.
Yeah, he said the A1, the quality on those files was A1. He said it was dope.
They dope.
Yeah, I'm not a huge 16 fan. I'm one of them people that stop at 13. That's me. That was my era, with the whole stopping and the coming back. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm telling my age, but it is what it is. It's kind of where I stopped. So that's where everything stopped for me. You passing on the Chicago twos. Well, BX, I wear 6. So let me know. And yeah, I'll shoot you that bread if you hit my size. There you go.
I think BS gonna regret that shit.
You think? Nah.
You gonna regret it? Watch.
Those black and chrome tools. There's a lot of tools I wish they would come back out with. You know what I'm saying? Like the Concord, like them boys is dope, huh?
I don't wish they came out with no other two but the Chicago and the Mellows. That's it.
The Mellows is dope. You say you don't know me. Your tall ass better know me. But no, I don't know. Like, I don't even know where all my tools at. They're over here somewhere. I don't know. For some reason, there's only one pair right here. That's weird. And that's a women's pair.
Hey, that's another one that I need too. Them chambray 7s. I need those.
Oh.
I love 7s.
I think people sleep on 7s anyway, though. Like 7 isn't, hasn't been a big deal.
7 is like my second favorite silhouette, man. So I love the 7.
I just think people don't really appreciate the 7 for what it's worth, because a lot of those shoes that came out when they was dropping the 7 here and there, they were
don't appreciate OGs period, bro. Right now,
like the PSG 7s. Them up there somewhere. Those
I ain't like those
Greater China ones. Like I guess maybe it's just me that I like certain ones that come out.
I ain't like that little see-through shit. On it.
Let's see. And that's the part I like. That screen part. I was like, oh, this dope.
I seen the black and chrome tools. I know which ones you're talking about.
Let's see.
BA said, I want the Panda Dunk to drop 4 more times before 2022 is over. It probably is.
4 more times. They're probably gonna drop about 10 more times.
10 more times. Shit. Hey, I'm glad them motherfuckers dropping though, cause like if you see the prices now, the prices is pretty much like going down, man. So niggas ain't pimped the fuck out them damn pandas.
Man, people can dog the pandas and have them all over again like crazy.
Don't worry, I give about another year before that shit really be like over with for a lot of people when it comes to those pandas.
That's not a good picture.
Oh, BK, hey, bro, when those Citrus 7s dropped, I was like in the mall the first day. I didn't give a fuck if them bitches went on resale or whatever. Like, I wanted them bitches right then. Like, the first day they went into the mall.
But see, that's what I like. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, you'd be able to go and be like, oh, I'm getting this shoe. I love this shoe. This is my shoe. And you go get them, and it wasn't didn't nobody give a fuck about a brick. You know what I'm saying? It was you either loved the shoe or you didn't. You went and got it and you rocked the shoe.
Right. Like,
now it's like, oh, that's a brick. You're like,
yeah, I don't give a fuck what
you in your head with a brick. Shut up.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck what people really like, man. I like what I like. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I buy what I like, bro. I don't really, get into all that bullshit, bro. Because then you start to lose focus on what you really like. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You forget what you actually do like. There you go.
Yeah. I mean, they nice, but I mean, I don't really care for
But if
them.
you're not a fan of tools, you know what I'm saying? It's just where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Look at
Yeah,
this. That's ridiculous.
I mean,
These
I got
shoes used to be like under $100. And now look, somebody want 362 for the infrared.
in Louisiana, bro, like, because people don't even know like how easy it was for like ones. You know how like that one hype was up at the time. People don't understand how easy it was for ones out here. And like dunks and SBs and stuff, bro. Like that shit would go to like the outlets, bro. Like $30. Niggas wasn't caring about that shit, man.
Oh, top 5. I could do top 5. Now, when people be asking me my favorite pickup of the year, I'd be like, shit, I don't fucking know. I don't know. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, I don't really understand that either. Like, how can a shoe be dead? You either like the motherfucker or you don't.
It's only dead to them people because they feel like
the military black fours. I done lost my love for fours for real. I ain't even gonna lie. But because them motherfuckers might walk the plank.
Before us like that, to be honest.
I don't be out here reselling shit, but I just saw them military black fours is going for like $500 in my size. And I mean like in my size for men 6, not a GS. And I was lucky enough to hit a men 6. I'm like, I ain't even attached to the motherfuckers like that. I don't really, it ain't $500. Wait, what?
You know what I'm saying? Like 313 gonna turn into one of those resellers out there, man.
No, I'm not. I didn't even. But the thing is, I hit on the military black force just recently on that reserve thing. I didn't even go after them the first time they dropped or none of that.
But let me see. I want to ask the chat something, bro. Like, what makes those military black fours so hard in person, bro? Like, it's a plain ass white and black shoe, bro.
Hold on.
I want to know. Like, what makes that shoe so hard?
I'm kicking up shoes.
And then the same thing with those Midnight Navy fours. Like, what makes those Midnight Navy fours so cold like that, bro? I mean, bro, it ain't nothing but a white cement with navy on it.
So, I'm gonna tell you right now, I like the box more than I like the fucking shoe. He is probably gonna try to kill me.
I just want to know why.
You know what I think? I think for real. I think for real, these right here, the midnight black is more. The military black is more because they don't have a military. They don't have a military blue. That's all I think the hype around this shoe is. I think the hype around this shoe is because of how bad people want the military blue to drop. So now you like military black.
You think that's the reason, though?
Yep, I really do.
Let me ask you this, because let's be honest. Think about it like this: every OG that has re-released has been sitting, right? They don't sell out like that. So what you think those military blues gonna do when they come out?
I think they're gonna sell out.
Shit, no. The
military blue, first off, it's a 4. For some reason, people in love with the 4. I'm telling you.
Bro,
now they release that joint and it's got Nike on the back. It's a wrap. It's gonna be a wrap.
That's all. That's all right.
They released it at the right time.
Lightning Force came out. When the Lightning Force came out, everybody been waiting for them motherfuckers to come out, and what happened?
That's true too, though. You're right.
And they probably gonna disrespect the hell out those white cements. Shit. The white cement fours, they probably gonna disrespect those joints too.
I'm sure you need another pair of military blue 4s by now. The white cement 4 golf shoes are up next.
I'm telling you, like this wave of 4, like people with the 4s and stuff, it's gonna die out very soon, bro. It's gonna die out very soon. It's gonna transfer to
I would like the white cement 4s again, only because I want that shoe to look like a 4 looks. My pair don't, I got the old school GS pair where, they didn't look like the men's pair.
Hey,
So,
Demetri, that is true that there was like 1 million of those Lightning 4s. But what you think they're going to do with the military blues, though? It's like, bro, they're going to have 1 million of those. Bro, anytime they put out an OG shoe, bro, it's like over 1 million of them. Like the Fire Reds, the Citruses, the what other OGs came out this year? Fuck. Shit. Whatever OGs came out this year, bro, they gonna have like 1 million of them joints, bro.
Which is good. They should.
No, I'm not mad about it. Shit. I want them to have 1 million.
Right. That UNC 4 kind of pushed this whole 4 thing a lot further than what people had it. I'm trying to think.
He said them Thunder 4 is gonna be a must in 2023. When them bitches came out the first time, ain't nobody really went for them like this. Them bitches was sitting in the mall. I remember.
Let's see. Now let me see.
Somebody said the phone hype started with the Red Thunders push back for months.
Nah, it was before that.
Flint Sevens, that was last year.
Those 90s were nice. Those were nice. But like we were talking about earlier, that Air Max hype from when they had the anniversary then died down so much. You got to remember, 90s was selling out like crazy. Like there was like the ones, you know what I'm saying? It was like the 90s and the ones, and it was like crazy. Like you couldn't get the 90s. I was like, fuck you mean I can't get a pair of Air Max 90s? What is happening right now? That shit was crazy. And that's what it is. Like some of them shoes gonna make a big difference if they had Nike Air on the back or if they don't. But at the same time, like the Fire Red 4s, them bad boys was everywhere. And they had Nike Air on the back.
I don't know, E-Money, because me saying, like, even if they were to put a Nike Air on the back, bro, I mean, I don't think.
What they got to do is they got to, even if they don't do it, if they put that military blue out there, even if it don't have the Nike Air on the back and it's just got the Jumpman on the back, if they say that shoe limited, it's going to fly off the shelf. That's going to make it fly off the shelf. And then they're going to restock it 10 times and be like, yeah, it was limited the first time we dropped it, but we didn't say that was all that we had.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen. Yeah, I only got a few pair of 90s this year. They had some coming out. You know what? I got an email. JD Sports is doing a special with Afterpay, and they're doing, you have to have the app to get, there's a pair of 90s coming out and a pair of Air Force Ones coming out. And it's a thing they have with Afterpay. So I don't know if you have to use Afterpay to do it, but yeah, they got it. See, Miss Paula, here we go. One of them things where I never missed this phone call.
They need to come out with some 95 though.
I was just seeing if you were on the live.
Yes, I am. You know, you could have just tuned into the live to see if I was on the live.
I told Sweet that I'm like, I don't know if she's home or not.
Oh, okay, bye. Love you.
Yeah.
My son just called me to say, are you on the live? Get your ass on the live and look and see.
Dang.
Yeah, you can appreciate those Michigan Hirachis yourself. Whatever.
Nothing that's Michigan, man.
I'm a Spartan girl, dang it. You ain't bought sneakers all year. Well, BX, most of the year, to be honest, you ain't been here. So there's that part.
Yes, man.
Stretch, your ass then got 4 pairs of the Lost and Founds already. Go to bed. Stretch, you on punishment. And you just said so far. So if you get more, then you gonna get Stretch, you need a whooping. That don't make no sense. You got 4 pair of the Lost and Founds already. Stretch, everybody gonna beat you up when they see you in person.
You know what's so crazy, bro? Is that I could have had a pair like 2 months ago, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, man, I'm about to pay them that ticket on them, you know. Like, I'm not about to pay that ticket on them damn ones like that. I mean, I want them, but I'm not paying that.
Man, let's see. You know what? Somebody asked me my top 5 shoes this year. I'm gonna go with the Playoff 12s because I love that shoe. There was an Air Max 90 Ridge Rock.
They was bricks.
The Air Max 90 Ridge Rock?
No, I was just saying.
Probably.
I was just saying everybody like to call shit bricks. You know?
These was dope. I love these shoes.
Oh,
Yeah,
so cute on.
Favorite pairs this year.
Oh, to put them on.
Yeah, I wore these in Florida.
Oh, okay.
I wore those. What else? Those Starfish ones, those was dope. The Jordan 2, that low, that's a dope sneaker because that's the Detroit sneaker. And you know what? I love those Mason Chateau 2s. That shoe was dope to me. So far, that's what I got. Those are the ones I love. Shut up, Caddy. Talk about and didn't beg for it. You're so annoying.
You know everybody.
I was just giving you praise in here earlier. You weren't here, and I was saying how dope your video was. You did on the for the fours. Like I watched that video a bunch of times, but you know one of my favorite little babies in there.
That shit, I felt that when I seen Caddy, because I didn't know Caddy was even doing the submission thing. I had just looked on there and I saw it, but I saw the video. I'm like I felt it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That was that's the thing. It wasn't no shabby video. You know what I'm saying? Like you see everybody starting a video. Like I mean, and I get it. You want to send a shout out to Amamanier or whatever for doing it or whatever, but that was the first thing that flew out of everybody's mouth. Like that was gonna get them some brownie points. So you know what I'm saying? Like that was that was a heartfelt video. Like that was something you felt. So I was like, I don't even know why, but in my head I was like, oh yeah, he got that in the bag. Like that's the video right there.
Even though Caddy took an L off that, he said he still ended up getting a pair today. So I mean, everything.
That's what's up.
Everything works out. You know,
in the end, yep. In the end, everything gonna work out the way it's supposed to. But you're welcome, Caddy. That shit was deep though. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the stuff you want to see. And I would think that's the stuff they would want to see. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So I'm glad you got your pair. Yeah, that was another thing that people were doing. The Nike Bayous. I saw a lot of people doing that. I saw a lot of people doing that this year. McFly got a pair. I ended up having access to the Dunks or whatever. He got some. I didn't get. Look, I told him, I was like, I gave him access. I was like, here go my account, and go make your shoe, do what you do, or whatever, right? So he gets his shoe. Like he was dope. He got the shoe. He got to make it. He got his pair or whatever. Did what he did. But the problem is, since it was my account, his box came and it says Nike by Michelle. So had this big dumbass size shoe, but I mean it's dope though. He got to make his shoe. I thought that was dope.
I didn't get access to none of that shit, bro. I'm gonna tell you what they need to bring back. You know how they was doing like them Levi's and Air Maxes?
Yeah.
Bro, they need to bring that shit back, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Bro, I seen one of the oldest ones. I remember Polo Hayes. He had one. That shit was so cold. That's what they need to bring back.
I don't know if there was a criteria. Like I don't know if they just decided, okay, we're gonna pick the first ones that came in, or how that went, or or if they ran out of a certain size before they picked so many in that size. Like I don't know. I think a lot of people want to know the criteria, but I just think regardless, it was a hard thing to do still.
I don't think they had a criteria for who they chose.
But I still think it was hard.
Because, bro, I was looking at a lot of people's videos, bro, and it was like somebody was saying like it felt like them niggas was trying to like win a Oscar or some shit, dog. Like
some of them people did those videos in 2.3 seconds.
Bruh, I'm saying, bruh, there was some people that was even like, bruh, there was some
and
people.
Some of them people that did their video in 2.3 seconds gotta.
They had
Yeah.
people on the video just saying some shit talking about, oh well, let's go out and vote because we doing this for them, and I'm like, bruh, like that don't even hit like at all, bruh. But that person won though. That's the crazy thing. It don't hit like
that
bruh,
person won, and that person probably gonna sell their shoe.
Hey, I wanna push for people to go and vote and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Are you serious? He said they did him on Porch Pirates. Are you serious? I thought it was supposed to be on. Okay, never mind.
Porch Pirates? What's that?
The people that come steal your packages off your porch.
Oh damn.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like some of them, they really do need to take like off. I think it hurts some of those videos. I think hurt their image. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they won. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a smart marketing ploy, but at the same time, it can backfire. That shit was crazy.
Like I said in the chat, bro. It was only like 25% of people that I seen, including
I went to the hashtag and I looked at them. So
he had put out a video that meant something. And on top of that, what I want to say is that I feel like with that video shit, like that shouldn't even have happened, bro. Like to me personally, because that should be a given. That should be something that you should do anyway. You know what I'm saying? I felt like it was just a waste of time for, like, you know, in my opinion, it was a waste of time, bro. Because I wouldn't do that shit for a pair of shoes, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd make it happen, you know? And that's not no slight to anybody or whatever, but, you know, I don't feel like somebody should do that for a pair of shoes, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I get it. I ain't gonna say they shouldn't do it. I think it's a good idea to get people to be more vocal and, you know, to hear people's point of views and things like that, what people believe in. I do agree with that part. It's just when you attach it to a shoe, people, you know, 50-50 on it.
Yeah, shit, it's more than it's like 80-20, bro. Like real talk, bro. Because it's like a lot of people that, bro, when them people did that shit, bro, they was only thinking about the shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's the best that I can say that's going to help me win these shoes? You know, and that was the shit that upset me the most, dog. Like, you know, and I've seen a lot of people win these shoes, and they ain't got no important message through their shit.
I'm trying to see now. What was the hashtag? Do you remember?
Something voice, or whatever. I don't even know.
I'm waiting to see if I know how to find it.
Yeah, Caddy said my voice holds power.
Oh, I was legit about to go to Caddy's page and look at the hashtag.
Yeah, that's what I was about to do. How them people couldn't pronounce A Mama Near. Like, I was laughing my ass off.
Yep. I was just saying, get your ass up there and you can't even say the store name.
Them niggas ain't even try to rehearse that shit.
Y'all know
they thought probably like if they genuinely butchered the name, they probably would get over because, you know, that's just what it is.
Look like some people got pissed because their orders got canceled, but some people, I guess,
today.
No, from that video, I guess some people got. I guess like have you ever heard of a store blocking people from being able to make purchases with them? And I mean, I guess you hear about it. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, they have the right to.
I seen somebody. I did repost somebody. I reposted somebody because they said that they won, and then for something happened prior. So when they did the A Mama, when they had the thing for the A Mama 4s, they said that they did it, and then they ended up getting canceled like 2 seconds later.
Well, that's what I was just looking at when I pulled it up. There's a video that came up, and I was wondering if it was. I guess.
What's up, everybody?
That's the same guy I reposted. That guy, Mr. Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah. I reposted his because I felt like that was kind of fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna do this. I don't like airing shit out, but I feel like this is an opportunity to see if Instagram and everybody can we see what's
Oh, I guess he was put on the fraud list or something. It says in his video.
Yeah, he said that one of his packages that he won from A Mama Neil got stolen from UPS.
Yeah.
And I guess they had to cancel it or whatever. So when they canceled it, you know what I'm saying, I guess they looked at that as a fraud or whatever for the next purchase that he would make.
But I guess he said he never disputed it with his credit card company.
Yeah, because they told him not to.
Right.
They told him not to. So, the people at A Mama Neil, they told him not to do it. But he said he was about to do it anyway because, he got to contact, whoever he banked with to get his money back.
There's two things I care about. One is providing and being a part of safe spaces for people to dance, have a good time.
I don't know what's up with this. Like, I can't even find an actual video.
Man, they took it down, bro. Shit, they got their shoes. They took it down.
Found no, it's still here. My voice holds power is still a hashtag.
You can't make a difference if you don't. Okay.
So that's the thing though. Like a lot of these were supposed to be geared towards what mattered to you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it was supposed to be based off of what we were supposed to be currently voting on, or just things that matter to you, period.
So said, why you didn't do a video?
Huh?
Why you ain't do a video?
Well, the deadline was Tuesday, right? Was that Tuesday the deadline was?
I don't know what the deadline was.
I ran out of fucking time. It was Monday.
Oh, you was about to do one?
I was gonna do one, but my baby had tutoring, and I was like, oh well. And I didn't want to do no half-ass video, so go do some work, make them dollars, J. Jeff. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great weekend. What matters to you is the price of gas in this country. Gas going down though. I think they had a spot around here not too far from here was $2.89.
Shit, that's cheaper than us. How y'all cheaper than us?
The hell you mean? How we cheaper than y'all?
Let's
see.
Nigga said marinara. That what somebody said in the video.
Oh, there you go.
Well, hell nah, bro.
Oh, there go those. Okay. Is this good enough for y'all?
Here's my submission for these fours, man. Here's the issues that I have that's going on in my community. The fact that y'all niggas is making me make this motherfucking video just for a pair of shoes.
Seen that one. That shit was funny. That shit was funny. I ain't gonna lie.
All these politicians is all getting paid off by Big Pharma and all them niggas, man. Yo, stop all the bullshit. Let me get my motherfucking fours and stop making niggas jump through hoops, submitting videos and doing all this bullshit when ain't shit gonna change in America. We already know how this shit run. We already know who run this shit. So why are we doing all this, man? Give me my goddamn fours. Let's stop playing.
Oh!
Hey, but I think at the same time he was trolling when he said all that shit too. Cause I could tell by his voice he didn't sound like he was serious, but he probably was a little bit.
I don't know though. He right. Ain't shit going. You can hear your voice all day long.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I don't think ain't nothing gonna change by them.
Somebody like you better win too. Did he win a pair?
Oh, shit, I don't know. I would have gave him a pair just because he said some honest shit.
Maggie
said,
on
"Let me
there.
get."
I wonder
Well,
if he hit on a pair.
Said, "Let me get the link."
Oh, hold on. Nah, that wasn't a white dude. He said, "Was it a white dude?" No.
Nah, it was I think it was a black dude, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a black guy.
Yeah, that shit was funny though. I ain't gonna lie.
That was not Stretch. I missed that. I didn't even realize he said the N-word. I was trying to catch on to his words. It went straight over my head.
Stretch, you gotta go chill out somewhere, bro. You got 4 lost and found, bro. You gotta go chill out, bro.
Stretch, one of those lost and founds a size 6. I guess tomorrow today though, right? Oh, there go Caddy. Sup, Caddy?
Yo,
welcome.
What up?
Nah, that dude. I'm about to send it to your DM so you can see it.
Listen, let me tell you about this. I'm on my
Oh, the dude hit on the pair today though. That shit funny. He said the dude hit on the pair manually on the website.
Yeah, the website was kind of crazy because normally if you got like a 9-10 minute wait, it's a wrap.
Yep.
And I had a 9-minute wait and I got through and I was like,
you got a 9-minute wait? I should jump through this camera and whoop your ass. I waited for 23 minutes. And I knew it was a wrap for me. I was like, 23 minutes? Oh, hell no. Nah. You don't, cause like you're right. When you see that long wait time like that, that's a wrap. And I was like,
normally
didn't wait.
Yeah, normally when you get like 4 minutes, you be like, all right, I'm 4. I think I'm good. 9-10 minutes, you be sitting there like it's a wrap. And I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was about to shut it down. I saw 9 and was like, well, and I was like, I'm gonna let it chill out. I'm gonna let it chill out and see what happens. And then when it got down to like 30 seconds, I was like, oh shit, we might be in there.
I ain't even gonna lie. When I got down there, I still, when it be like less than 1 minute, I was like, what's gonna happen is this shit gonna refresh and then it's gonna tell me sold out like it always do.
Your size is out of stock. It'd be like,
right. Then all of a sudden it was like, it popped up and I was like, why is telling me put my email? I was like, oh, it's the form.
Basquiat, what's good?
I was like, what the hell?
Yeah,
but dope. These Nike IDs, dope.
But I'll tell you about the video part. My video, one thing that I've always, if you know me personally, y'all know my son is everything to me. So when it comes to like racial profiling, anything that I feel like my son is gonna go through, I'm big on that. So like it was something that was personal to me because my son is 2.5 and he's tall. He's gonna be a tall kid. And normally the tall kids, the big kids, the kids that stand out be the ones they go for first. Cause it's like, oh, you look intimidating, you look a certain way, you look menacing.
Yeah.
So my video, like it was 1 o'clock in the morning. I didn't feel like putting my face in front of a camera. I was tired as fuck. So I said, yo, I'll put together a montage of pictures. I'll do my voice to it and I'll post it. And if people rock with it, they rock with it. And if they don't, they don't. But I got my message across. That was it. If I got the shoe, cool. If I didn't, it's okay. What pissed me off was when I started seeing people begging. When I started seeing people like, please vote for me. Everybody, go tell Mama, yeah, vote for me, please.
And it's not like it was a voting thing. It was like, where are y'all coming from with this?
Right. So it was like I saw 1 or 2 people that be like, hey, Mama, yeah, if you can give me, if you got some time, go check out my video. Hell, I sent them one DM like, hey, when y'all get a chance, check out my video and tell me what y'all think. That was it. There was nothing else for me to say. I didn't go to nobody else and be like, hey, yo, could y'all do me a favor? Could y'all repost this? Could y'all reshare this? Could y'all tag Mama, yeah, 23 times and all this other stuff? And then to see people, and I'm being a little messy, To see people get their orders canceled and do fucking lives and go crazy on lives and cry and be like, I put myself out there. Really?
Right. But you know what you was doing when you was doing the video. So
right.
That's my whole thing. You just pissed saying you put yourself out there because now you're just saying your point that you were trying to make didn't matter. That's all that says to me.
Right.
Is that you really didn't care about what you was giving.
You didn't care about the issue that you were talking about.
Right.
You didn't care about
your
your voice holds power. I've seen people beg and like to get James Whitner's attention where he has to tell you, hey, this is the reason why you didn't get the shoe.
That's crazy.
And then be like, but I'm gonna make it good for you. And then you do a video to tell James Whitner about how to do his customer service. Come on, fam. Come on, what are we doing? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Now you being, and the thing about it is you can't do a video begging and pleading and then turn around and be like, see, my voice holds power. No, that's you being manipulative. That's what that is. And then to get people to be like, come on, join in, go get them to
and like I said,
to vote for me.
That's the thing that I keep saying why like the sneaker game is so messed up, because these people ain't even genuine. You know what I'm saying? There's none of that here.
Part.
You know what I'm saying? They're not genuine. You really just want the shoe. And at this point, you one of them people that'll sell your soul for a sneaker. That's it. You ain't really care about what you was talking about. And that's half the problem. That's why I'm like, that was my whole, like, that was even why I wasn't sure if I wanted to do one, if I wanted to do one, because I was going to get lost in that sea of people who for real just didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
That's the part right there, what you said that made me mad, because like, if you started off your video, yo, what's up? My name is Josh and I'm doing this video to win the Armand Manier 4s, then I didn't care about your video.
Nothing else you had to say.
You were going straight after the shoe.
Yep.
If you got in your video and you were holding the Armand Manier 1s and 2s and 3s and airships and all that to show like, yeah, I got the whole collection. Your issue didn't matter to me because you weren't talking about shit. You just wanted the shoe.
Your issue didn't matter to you, so why should it matter to me?
Yeah, I mean, like,
that's it right there.
You're gonna put in the beginning of the video, like, you know what I'm saying? It's already done for, bro. Like,
right, and that's what I was saying earlier when I was like, people started their videos off. I want to give a shout out to Armand Manier. No, give a shout out to what you're going. Like, do that in the end. You could thank them in the comments. You know what I'm saying? They already know why you're doing the video. So you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't need to do all that. State your point and your focus of why you're there, and make the people want to. Even if it's something they've never heard of, you know what? You talking about something? Let me go over here and check this out. here we go.
But I still want to know, like,
thank you.
I still want to know what is the criteria.
That's what I said. I was like, Isaiah Thomas, like, apparently there was a criteria, and apparently I did not meet the criteria. It like yo. What was the criteria? Like, I said it like this, and I said this to Hop, I said this to Unbox, I said this to OG. Let's say you have 10 people in the room. Let's say James said, I got 10 people here, and I want y'all to go through videos. Let's say we're 3 of the people. We might be looking for genuine people who don't mention Armand Manier in the beginning, is not sitting there with the shoe or anything like that, right? Then you probably have another 2 that's like, listen, I'm just trying to get through this batch of videos and go home at 7. Right. I ain't trying to be sitting up here all night long. Then you got another couple who like, yeah, I need you to be sitting in front of the camera. I wanna see you live. I want to see you make mistakes, and I want to see this. And there might be another couple that be like, hey, if your video's over a minute and a half, I'm not watching it.
And that's what it is. It's like you have so many different people. If they didn't sit those people down and say, this is what we're looking for in this, people just picked whatever they wanted to pick. Somebody picked whatever the hell they wanted to pick so they could go home. Like you said. somebody said,
Horse Pirates. Yeah, that's meaningful. Boom.
Right.
But I think it was like, to me, pretty much was like clear evidence. Like, I felt like Caddy should have won because it, bro. When I saw the video, I was touched by it. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, bro, you see the support, bro. Like I swear to God, it had to be at least a lot of. It had to be a
But
lot.
that was that right there. What you just said, the support, bro. That hit me harder than actually. That hit me harder than even getting the shoe later or whatever the case may be, because it was like so many people could relate. So many people was like, yo, you did an amazing video. Yo, I hope they pick you and everything. And it was just like, but over 2,500 people watched the video. And I was like, they heard me talk about, you know, what we go through as black people and raising children. Like to have to teach our kids how to talk to a cop when you're at a traffic stop.
Right. And
like
I said, that stuff you gotta,
wow, that's
I'm living that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm living that right now. You know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like we joke about Deion having the scat or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up that I have to worry about my son having nice things. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if nobody else felt that, I felt that because I am literally living it right now. Every time that boy leave and he in that car, my son calls me every time he gets pulled over. You know how many times his phone done rang because he done got pulled over? For nothing. Like the police have to let him go. He get pulled over on the block we live on. And he calling like the neighbors coming outside. You know what I'm saying? They're like, what you pulling them over for? You know what I'm saying? And and people don't understand why I live in Detroit. I live in Detroit. I don't live in the suburbs. I don't live in that. I live off Joy Road. It's the hood. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I love my neighborhood. Mm-hmm. The people that live around me, I grew up around. My next door neighbor, best friends with my uncle. They grew up together. So there's a difference. You know what I'm saying? It's not just like,
right.
And this is legit a neighborhood. The people that live across the street, they older. You know what I'm saying? I grew up. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with them. That's how it is. So when I say my son got pulled over a block down, you know what I'm saying? They coming out on the porch. You know what I'm saying? They checking, they making sure. But you know, I can't always guarantee that. It's only when he's here in this neighborhood that happens.
Right.
So when he's out in the street, though, that's a whole nother thing. You know what I'm saying?
It's a whole nother animal. Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen. And it's not that, you know, it pisses me off because people are like, well, you shouldn't have bought him that car, this, that, and the other. It's a hot car, it's this, that, and the I understand that. But not, you can't tell me that I'm wrong for being able to provide for my son. There are other cars, so you mean to tell me had I bought him a BMW, everybody would have been all right with that.
But see, that nobody can tell you what you can and cannot buy for your son. Nobody can sit there and say, oh, well, if you wouldn't have brought him a Scat Pack or a Hellcat, but it's like, no, if my son deserves that, if your son is a great kid, going to college, and you wanted to get him something nice.
But guess what? I could have bought him a Malibu, and guess what? Because he's black, it could have been a brand spanking.
Still would have got pulled over.
He was still gonna get pulled over. That's it, and that's all. They still gonna say license and registration. Who car is this? Every time he pull over, he got to say that's my mama car. The only thing that saves that boy is, you know, he's my son, so we have the same address. So of course the registration and his ID match. The name don't match on the registration, but the address do. But what is it taking to get one asshole cop to say the name don't match? You know what I'm saying?
I've had it happen to me on I-95 where a cop, it was me and my wife driving, and this was right before we got married, and she had a car that was in her father's name, and they pulled me over, and they was like, whose car is this? It was like, this is not your name. And I was like, her father's name. And she was like, yeah, I have the registration and everything. He was like, so your father got you this car and you're driving it? And I'm like, yeah. Why are you driving it? Because she didn't want to drive.
Too many questions already.
And I'm looking at him like, yo, what is going on here? A lot of people don't realize some of the stupid shit we go through
right
on regular traffic stops, where it'd be like I had a cop pull me over and literally walk up to the car and be like, hi, Christopher, how are you? And I'm like, nigga, you already ran my plate.
Right. Exactly. And that's the shit that pisses me off, because you done ran that plate already, especially driving this Scat. You done ran this plate because they got a whole task force here in Detroit for it. for scats, challengers, and all that, because they get stolen so much. They got a whole task force. So one, you done already ran my son's plate. So for you to run up on him and be acting like, oh, we checking to see if this car, you know, the car ain't stolen. It ain't registered stolen.
Right.
Ain't nothing going on. The plate's up to date. You know what I'm saying? And it first off, you just hating because you see this young 17, 18-year-old kid in a brand new 2021 Scat Pack, and you sitting here going. And the first thing fly out his mouth is, yeah, my mama bought it for me. And it's like, what you gonna do? You want him to call me? Like, what you think he's lying? It's like, that shouldn't be those questions. Then that's my whole thing. If you're gonna pull somebody over, and I get it, he knows he's gonna get pulled over just because of the car, even if they don't see him. But at the same time, those questions are unnecessary. That I feel like when they get to digging in those questions like that, you're creating an environment to make somebody hostile. At that point, that's where you're saying we have to teach our children to ignore that. You know what I'm saying? You have to, and it's right off, you have to teach them that you can't stand up for yourself. That's literally what we have to tell them. You have to answer everything that they say so that you can go home at the end of the day.
Right. It's like, listen, keep your hands here. Don't move your hand. If they come up to the window and they ask for license registration, the first thing you ask them is it all right if I reach for the license and registration? If my license and registration is here. Is it all right if I get that? If you got your registration in the glove box or whatever, is it all right if I reach in there to get it? And be like, all right, I'm reaching for my registration. Here it is. And all that. Put everything on the dashboard. Don't put anything in your lap because you don't want them to get any ideas. All that. If you can, have somebody on the phone and leave the phone so they can hear him. So
that's the crazy part. It's around his neck. That's where when he gets in the car, it goes straight around his neck. And he's like, here, and it's here so that he's not reaching. If you see him doing this, he's like, it's right here. It's on my chest.
And
that's where that's crazy that I gotta come up with ways for him to not reach and things like that.
People don't realize how wild that is, because guess what? There are white kids out here that don't have to do none of that shit.
You don't teach them. They don't have to teach them that.
They don't need a handbook on how to drive.
Right.
On how to drive and how to handle a traffic stop. Yet we got to create a whole damn handbook and video on how to drive while black.
Getting your license used to be one of the best things in the world, and now it's to the point of where it's one of the scariest things in the world that you don't want to happen. And I tell people all the time, I got a brother that's 21 that don't drive. He was like, "Nah, I'm good." He chooses.
I got a few friends that's like, "Nah, I'm good. I seen what happened to you when you got pulled over." And I'm like,
"Nah, I don't drive. I'm good." And look, he's 21. My brother will straight get in the fucking back. You understand? My mama drive, he will get in the back. He will be happy as hell in the back. Like, yeah, nah, I'm good.
But see, this reason right here is why I did the video I did. So we could have the conversation about everything, right? So that's what I thought the whole criteria was, so that you bring up your issue and a conversation was started.
Right.
And a lot of these videos, it was just one comment where it was like, good job.
Right. And it carried on. Your video carried on after the whole contest of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what really needed to be looked at. You know what I'm saying? Are these issues that are going to keep going and have a conversation? And like you said, build on later on, you know, have discussions about, you know,
right.
And that's a great thing.
Caddy, because I know, you know, I know that was a very personal thing. And I mean, I know a lot of people have a hard time, you know, putting themselves out like that. I mean, so like, even though, you know, you didn't win or whatever, if they decided to do something like that again, would you participate in it?
Yeah, because I feel like there's more than one issue. Like there's more than one issue that I could talk about. At that time, I was like, listen, I'm not trying to waste nobody's time. This is an issue that I feel is near and dear to my heart. I have a young black son, and one day he's going to be driving. One day he's going to be out here in the world. So this is something I want to talk about. I know a bunch of us in the sneaker community who I'm cool with, who I'm close with, have children. And this is something that relates to them. I know 313, when her son was getting ready to go to college, she was an emotional wreck because she said it. So I know this relates to her. So that's why I did the video. Now, if they did it next year and said, "Hey, we're gonna run it back again," I was like, "Yes, I would do another video." And it was like, as long as we can have a conversation, I'm all for it. And
Right.
and I would do it the same way. If it means I don't get picked because I wasn't in front of the camera or whatever the case may be, so be it. But what just pissed me off was seeing other people put out these bullshit videos, seeing consignment shops put out resellers put out videos and get picked. How do you have a video for Ama Manier there and 20 pictures of shoes for sale? Literally, there was one page, I can't remember the name of the page. The person had a pair of Ama Manier ones for sale for $400, and then a couple of posts later was the video for Ama Manier. And I'm like, y'all don't look at that shit. So y'all just,
But then you want to continue deterring bots. You know,
the person got paid because they right after they posted up, we got them, and it's like you got what you wanted. So
Hey, see, that's why I asked you that's why I asked you that question, Caddy, because like 313 said, like your video still created conversation afterwards. So I mean, me personally, bro, if I saw that, I wouldn't even want to do another one, bro. I'm just gonna be honest, because I feel like, you know, yours resonated with a lot of people, and you didn't even get picked.
But that's the point, though. That's what the bigger. It's not about him getting picked. He's still satisfied that came out and it touched people. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Where it should have get picked, whether you were in front of the camera or not. You know what I'm saying? I feel like.
I didn't get picked. I hit today manually, but I didn't get picked.
Yeah, and I feel like regardless to whether that's where the difference is. If I'm trying to get you to understand what the sneakers, the difference is, like Caddy's video touched me. You know what I'm saying? And he's okay with not being picked because that reached me. You know what I'm saying? He's okay with that not being reached because guess what? That video got hashtags in it. There may be some uneducated Caucasian person that sees that video and go, damn, I didn't even realize they go through all that. You know what I'm saying? So there's a bigger picture besides the sneakers.
You know, he's not tripping about the shoes like everybody else was.
Right. No. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like the message was way more important to him than
right. The shoes were a bonus. So the message, it was like, I get my message out there, I get my point out there, and then if I get an invoice, because I'm not winning the shoes, I'm getting an invoice to buy the shoe.
Right.
So if I get an invoice, cool. I'm straight with that. Like, okay, cool. If I don't get an invoice, I'm straight with that.
And that's
I
crazy.
just gotta try next week.
Thought they was giving the shoe away. You know what I'm saying? The way people were acting,
you getting an invoice for $260.
You still paying what I got to pay today.
Exactly. You gonna get an invoice, and you might get it a couple of days earlier than me. That's it. It's not like I'm getting a free shoe. It's not like, oh, and there's going to be some added gifts in there for you. You get the same damn box and the same shoe and all that. And
you
then,
still get to panic and wait to see if it's actually going to get delivered to your porch.
Right. Exactly. But then to see people be like, I got to do this live. I didn't get my shoe. They canceled my order. I need all of y'all to tag James and tag Amanier and let them know that I didn't get my. Come on, man.
I'm gonna say this.
BX, you still have to pay for that shoe.
I'm gonna say this because I see what Doug Peaches put in there, and I'm gonna say this. I was one of them that did do that, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I thought it was kind of fucked up over like what happened with the UPS thing. But now we'll sit.
You gotta be careful too.
Go ahead. I'm gonna help
Mr. Miller like that, but at the same time, you got to be careful when it comes to social media because you got to.
That's why I said I
people
understand.
still.
And I'm gonna help you with something on this.
What he had said.
Dre, what up, though? Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I understood where Caddy was coming from after he explained his side and why that just didn't look right.
All right.
You know?
So I'm gonna explain something to you because I left comments on that person's page and everything like that. Now, if you have a shoe that Amanier is supposed to send you and it gets lost in transit, right? You hit up FedEx, UPS, whatever the carrier is, and let them know your shoes lost. They're gonna tell you, oh, give us a couple of days to look for it. In the meantime, you can email customer service and let them know, hey, I ordered this shoe. Here's my order number. It got lost. I already contacted them. What do I do now? There's no reason for me to call the stores because it didn't come from a store.
Right.
It came from a warehouse. So I have to keep in touch with the email that's on the confirmation that they send you, because they tell you for inquiries, email us at here. That's my point right there. That's the person I need to reach out to. Now, they're not emailing me back because I'm being disrespectful. I'm starting to be disrespectful. Where the fuck are my shoes? Y'all motherfuckers got my money.
This is a small business. It's still a small business.
And not to mention, the same thing I've said on the comments, I'll say it here. If you cuss me out, what makes you think I'm gonna go, I'm so sorry. He's jumping on. Listen, he's cussing us out. We gotta help him right away. Rather than me just being like, here's your $250, fuck out my face. And blacklist you. Get up out of here. I don't never have to deal with you again.
These people have the right to refuse you service.
Right. Why should I give you great customer service when you can't even give me respect?
Yeah,
so now
I understand.
Especially if the carrier lost it.
Like when I reposted it on my story, I'm thinking like, all right, it looked like it's foul to me, but the way you putting it is like,
what happened is
I ain't got no dog in that fight. Like that's cool.
Let me tell you what happened.
I ain't got no dog in that fight.
This is what the sneaker community doesn't realize. There are people out here who will manipulate you, and people got manipulated on that. Yeah, James, this is fucked up, this, that, and the third. But y'all don't even know half the story.
Right.
Y'all don't know half the story. Y'all didn't know, we cursing out the whole team over here. They done got 17, 18 emails. Half of those was probably cuss outs. And James Whitney himself said, all right, we shutting this shit down. You're not going to cuss out my team. So I'm going to blacklist you. So now you hit on the I'm on Year Force because your video. Then they cancel your order. Yeah, you cancel your order. And now it's, oh my God. I put myself out there and everything, this, that, and the third. And now people are coming back in like, yo, we got to help you. But little do you know, he earned that cancellation.
Right.
So now James is like, hey, listen, I'm going to tell you, James, why didn't James send it to the DM? Because you were public with your video. So I'm going to be public with my response. There's no hiding this. Let's be transparent. You got blacklisted. You got blacklisted because you cussed out my team. And I made that call. I'm the boss here. I made the call. So I'm going to do you this solid. Yes. And James came up there on the page, put it in the comment and said, hey, I'm being totally transparent. Here's what it is. You were blacklisted because you cussed my team out. You used abusive language towards my team, and I did it to protect them. So I blacklisted you. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to unblacklist you, and I'm going to send another invoice to you. If you cuss out my team again, you will get blacklisted permanently.
Damn, you give him a chance and nothing.
So then it became, why did he have to talk like I respect it, but he did. Why did he talk to me? No, you earned that.
It wasn't even a talk to anyway. If he came on to clear it, you know what I'm saying? Like you weren't telling the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Didn't happen.
Right. So now you checked him, he checked you. Now you got the receipt. Next thing you know is, hey, my voice hold power. See, people, we did it. We were able to get the shoe for me.
See, now when you say that,
no,
that's not my voice holds power.
You don't get it. Your voice didn't hold power. You manipulated the power.
Right. Because what could have happened is he could have still said you're unblacklisted, but I'm still not. He didn't even have to unblacklist you. First
That's
off,
a
and for
fact.
real, what you should have been was more appreciative of the fact, and you should have been saying thank you instead of our voice holds power. That's not what happened. What you made it seem like by saying our voice holds power is if I complain enough, I'm gonna get what I want, and that's
Right.
that's not what and you took the message, you took the total wrong message from that. And that's why I never jumped to support people. Not saying I don't support people, because had it been Caddy, you know what I'm saying, then yeah, okay, I got a problem. Cause I know him, you know what I'm saying, personally. But I can read that and I'd be like, oh, that's messed up. And I keep scrolling like, oh, that's messed up.
Yeah, I guess like when I looked at it, it was more like, you know, the situation before that, and then like he getting chosen, and then he don't get his shoes or whatever.
Right, but you only saw the one
Hey,
side.
break it down,
That's
like
the thing that happens.
Exactly.
It happens.
like-
It didn't just happen
like
to you.
his complaint was not him getting the shoes. Everything else, like he ain't worried about that. The video that's supposed to be way more important than them shoes. You know what I'm saying? And instead,
Nah,
he
it
put
was.
that,
It wasn't that. It was, oh, you messed up my creativity. Oh,
Right.
you made. I put myself out there. I put my
Yeah.
family or whatever the case was out there. You
Right.
really didn't, because. But I'm not going to talk about that part. But you didn't. So now you get it. You want to do a video and thank everybody for praising you, and nobody was praising you. They helped you because you asked for it.
Right.
You asked for people to help you, and they helped you, and you got what you wanted. Little did they know that behind the scenes, you was wilding the fuck out. You was airing out the club like, "Pa, pa, 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 pa. Help me get out of jail, people, please." And they helped you, and it was like, wait, he did shoot up that club? Yes, he did.
Right. The
But y'all
glove
said he
fit.
was
You ain't get
innocent.
the glove fit. Like you're not
Yeah.
understanding it. This time the glove, you can't acquit. The glove fit. Like you still got off. Like that's still what happened. So like even in that situation, it sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But that's what that left a bad taste in my mouth, because I was like, people who wanted the shoes, who was supposed to earn the shoes, didn't. I didn't care if I earned them or not.
Right.
It was like, y'all checked out my video. I appreciate that. People was hitting me up like, oh, I can't wait till you get your invoice. And I was like, nah, I don't know. OG was hitting me up, yo, that invoice come in yet? I was like, bro, I don't think I'm gonna get it. Hop wasn't even gonna do a video, and I talked him into doing a video. And when he hit, I was so happy for him because he talked about something that was personal to him. Unbox App did his video. He was like, I'm gonna do a video about something else. And we talked about it, and he did his video. And he's like, I'm not gonna put the tags in it because I'm not looking for that. But his video was so dope that if he would have put the tags in it, I was like, yo, you would have hit. But then when I saw other people did their videos, and I saw how, like, and here's some other shit. The video that the person did was the wrong topic. It wasn't about the issues in the community or the issues that are in your community or anything like that. Issues that you want to see change. It was the person did a video about people who empower change. That wasn't the topic. You did a campaign video for somebody in your state. That wasn't the topic. But it is what it is. You got what you wanted. Congratulations. But I hope people saw that shit and was like, yo, we really got hosed here. Like, yeah, y'all did. It was like, and if you said anything negative to that person, he was gonna cuss you out regardless. And it's not the first time. So it was like, yo, it is what it is. So that left a bad taste in my mouth, because it was just like, yo, people out here doing bullshit ass videos. They didn't really care about the issues. Like, I saw a dude who brought his son to go vote, and he was like, yeah, I'm bringing my son to vote because I want him to see that voting is how you start a change. You want to get the right people in office. I was like, yo, he deserves it. He brought his kid. He was standing at the polls and everything like that. And I saw one guy who was like, yeah, I'm doing this video for her. So, and he was holding a little baby who was like 5 months old, like doing it for her. Because, and I'm like, bruh, you didn't even think about this. Go sit down. Go sit down. Like, now you just want to show the baby off like that.
Right.
And it was like,
I hate, bro. I don't like when people do shit like that, bro. Like, try to use their kids as a catalyst to win something. Like,
Yeah, Dre, you're right. And that's the other thing. It's kind of like, I wonder if that played into how Whitmer, how he handled that. But at the same time, it's like you can't use that as a escape, as your crutch.
It was used as leverage. It was used as leverage because it was mentioned, like it was mentioned in a caption, and it was used as leverage. And it's like, come on, now you playing with people.
Right.
Now you trying to use personal hindrances. Like, I have family who is bipolar. I've had family members who are bipolar and died from mental illness. You using it as leverage to get a fucking shoe that, guess what? The shoe is still going to be available as it was today, and it's going to be available again on the 23rd.
Yeah.
So what are you really begging for?
Right, exactly. And I mean, like I said, like, had I did a video,
if you did a video, you would have got it.
I done a video, the video would have probably, I know 100% it would have been based around how I feel about mental illness, suicide rates, things like that. And it was just, I knew my cousin's birthday was November 6th. He took his own life. He was like a super, like, that was that was it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you saw, that was me, that was him, it was me. And, it was, that was just that time. That's kind of what I was thinking about. That's what my brain being like all around his birthday. It just always kind of, that's where it's at. My head is. So I was thinking about it. And I mean, I did run out of time because I did, like I said, that was not something that I was going to sit in the car and do a quick video about. That was going to take me a while to do a video. And I just know the time between that, the time I had, it just wasn't going to work out. So, but that also was something in my head. Did I want to put something like that out there to get a shoe? It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, okay, I teetered with that. And I guess I could have done a video earlier in the day, but at the same time, I wanted to be more responsible with it, I guess. And I was like, I can always do a video.
I'm sorry, Great A is wild.
But I mean, I was gonna do a video, but again, like I said, like when I saw that that's what his video was about, I still kind of cringed about it a little bit because it, like I said, it's not something. If you're dealing, I mean, I don't know. I guess people are different too. But when you deal with it and it's a loss involved with it, with any kind of mental
it's harder.
Illness, it's different. It don't take that. You don't hit the same. You can't just go out and be like, oh, this, that, and the other, and suicide and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't go off. I might bust out in tears in that video. You know what I'm saying? At any given time.
And that was the thing with my video. Like, I had started my video at work, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to record. Originally, my video was going to be using the caption feature in Instagram. Mm-hmm. So it was going to be an all black screen and me talking, and the words come up on the screen as I'm talking. But I kept making so many fucking mistakes that I was like, man, fuck this. I'm not doing this video. This shit is stupid. And then when I did it, the caption wasn't doing it right. Like, nigga, I didn't say this. And it was like, fuck it. So then when I, got home and I'm chilling at home, I was like, all right, let me try this again. So I tried it again, did everything, and then I did the video. And the first thing I did, I sent the video, to my people, and like Polo and Chaotic and Hop and all them. And I was like, I did a video. Tell me what y'all think. I'm about to post it now. E-Money hit me immediately and was like, well done, bro. And I was like, thanks. Cool. Next thing I know, I look, people are liking it through the middle of the night, and I'm like, oh snap. And I was like, okay, that's dope. And then the comments and seeing people who never comment on my video, like, yo, this really hit home, and yo, you know, God bless you and your son. And I'm like, yo, I appreciate that. And you know, because my whole thing was, forget about the shoes. I'm not mentioning those shoes in the video. I'm not
Right.
going to go grab my Armand Meunier 3s and holding the camera. Hi guys, I'm Cadillac Jackson doing this video for the Armand Meunier 4s, sponsored
Right.
by Armand Meunier.
Right.
I'm not. We not doing that. That's not what this is about. This is about bringing attention to an issue of yours and
Awareness.
starting a conversation. That's it.
And you know
That's
what?
all.
That's the crazy thing. That video was so personal that I didn't feel like I had the right to share that. I was like, you know what? I probably should ask you before I share it. Even though, you know, it's on your page, it's a great message and all. Some things just a little person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's on a social media site, but I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? This need to go. And I was like, I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't take it when I was saying. You know what I'm saying? I just never got around to asking you. But
yeah, but it
that's
was
something
fine with
you
me
wanted to
because
share.
it was fine with me because it was like more people will see it, and then it's a conversation we could have.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because then more
But
people.
you know, you was gonna
leave
get the people
comments.
that be like, "Oh, you sharing that so you can get your boy on there so he can see this, that, and the other." I'm like, no, nah.
Like
Nah.
when I watched that video, but like when I watched the video, I didn't even know he was doing it for it, like because he never said anything about him there. But I watched, like I said, I
Right.
watched it, bro, and I was like, damn, like you know, that's some real shit, bro. Like that's why I reposted it. I didn't know what
Listen,
he posted.
after I did the caption, bro. After I did the caption, I damn near forgot to put the hashtags and everything. I had to go back and edit it and put the hashtag, like, okay, hashtag my voice has power. I gotta tag James. I gotta tag Mama. Yeah.
Right.
I was like, all right, cool. I think I did everything right. Now let's put it out there. But it was like I put the video out there and then people showed love, and it was just like, all right, cool. And like I checked, what was it? Because I followed their Discord, because you know sometimes you could do the Discord for like reservations and win.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers was begging in the Discord, and they were spamming the Discord like, yo, go like this person's video. Then they get it, like, yeah, I got my email, I got my invoice. Go, I got my DM. Go spam this person's video now. And I'm like,
wow,
that's what y'all doing. Okay, so this is how people are getting their pairs. They just annoying the fuck out of Armand Meunier. And I'm like, all right, whatever. But some of the videos, like you watch some of the videos from the hashtag, and you like, what? Yep. Like it was some, like one guy talked about his trash. Another, like, you know, the trash service. He's like, hey, they only come pick up the trash 2 times a week. And I'm like, it's a problem here in my town. And I'm like, okay, here we go. Then it was, you know, the team of porch pirates who robbed the porch and you know, breaking the cars. And it was like, yeah, okay, that happens everywhere.
Like that's your biggest issue in life right now. Like,
yeah, exactly. And then it was just like, yeah, leaders for change. And the leader I'm going to talk about is this person. Nigga, we don't even live in that state. How does this affect? like what are we doing right now? Make it make sense. I'm like, yo, people, slow down. Let's take a step back. Issues that affect people and the reason why you're voting. What is an issue that's going to make, you know, you vote? Racial profiling. How do we end that? Who can we put in the office to end racial profiling?
Right.
Who can we put in the office to stop, you know, work racism? Like, I forgot the name of it.
Discrimination? Are you looking
it's something that has to do with like racism at work, where people can't, like, people of color can't move up in the job, but you see white people moving up.
Yep, I know what you're talking.
That is happening in
what did he say
government jobs.
No, I know what he's talking about because my girl just went through that at her job, and that's why she left that company because of that reason.
Oh wow.
She's Jamaican, so she left that company because of that reason. But
Yeah, because that's some real shit that is
Yep.
happening at jobs where you can have 20 years on the job and have the degree.
Exactly.
And I've seen it where a person have a workplace, you have workplace discrimination, but it's something else. It's another name for
I
it.
know what you're talking about. Oh my god, we literally like
Workplace discrimination.
Nah, it's called something else, but
Uh-huh.
I can't think of the name of it. When I think of the name of it, I'll let you know. But it happens at jobs where I've seen people who've been on the job 20 years, have a master's, have a bachelor's or whatever, and then another person comes in who has 4 years and a degree in something that has nothing to do with the job and become a senior director or become an executive director, and their salary get bumped up in 4 years to double. And you like, how did this person be here 20 years and they here, you've been here 4 and you here?
That happened to me.
And
The girl that came in, she was a Caucasian girl. She came in. She had I work in home care, kinesiology degree. We both went to state. You know what I'm saying? She was 10 years younger than me or so. She came in. I trained her and everything. She decided, they came in. They let her learn the game or whatever. She went up to a different position, and I was sitting there going, she got a degree in logistics.
Institutionalized racism.
There it is.
That's what it is. Institutionalized racism.
Yeah.
It's where you come in, like there's black people who are on a job, and then other people, y'all can have the same degrees. You don't get your promotions and get raised up into higher level positions, and they do, all because of skin color.
Yep.
And the thing about it is there are people who get these jobs and bring their friends in, and it's not nepotism. So they bring their people in and they're getting paid the same money they're getting paid, and you're still stuck in the same position.
Yep.
Like, that's a serious issue. That happens.
It happens way more than people than people understand.
Right.
It really happens. Like, I'm the mean black girl at work. I'm the mad black chick at work. I don't care.
And that's what happens when you say something. Oh, you just mad.
Yep.
They just mad.
That's the way it goes.
This disgruntled employee. No, not disgruntled employee, because they do their damn job well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, I could leave today, and I know you're gonna find somebody to do the job. They're definitely not gonna do it as great as I do it, but at the same time,
that's a fact.
That's what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? It's like at any given time, and like I said, I tell people all the time, I stay at work because of the convenience it affords me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Not because I can't go anywhere else, but because of the convenience. I work from home now. I get to drop my son off at school. I get to pick my son up from school. You know what I'm saying? If my son needs something during the middle of the day, I get to go take it to my son. You know what I'm saying? If I need time off, I don't have to jump through a bunch of hoops to get my time off. You know what I'm saying? If I need to be off tomorrow, I'm going to be off tomorrow. It's not going to be a problem. I have to call in. I'm at one of those jobs where I can call in and I know I'm going to still have my job. So it's certain things like that. While, my kids are, going to school and doing their thing, I'm going to deal with this. But just know, this ain't like some other people that are there. They have to be there. I don't have to be there. I'm choosing to be there. I'm choosing to deal with this. That's just it, and that's all. But there's a difference. You know what I'm saying? So, but some people aren't afforded that. You know what I'm saying? They're stuck in a position to where, you know what I'm saying, they know more than their bosses. Who have I know more than the lady that's over me. I'm not gonna hold my tongue. I do. I could run our department with my eyes closed. I've been in a situation where I got up here, and then they did a whole transitioning. They changed the titles and everything else, became the lead of my department. I found out that I was not the leader of my department in a whole meeting where they forgot to tell me that they were no longer giving me that position.
Because they did the repositioning.
No.
Yeah.
This was me getting that position was the repositioning, was the transformation of the thing. So that position that I was in was a new position. They decided, oh, we wanted to give it to a LPN, a nurse person that had it. But mind you, this person that was a nurse had no knowledge of what we did in our department at all.
That's
And what ended up happening was she couldn't take it. She couldn't take the stress of the job.
Yeah.
And then they just
you'd
kind
be
of
surprised.
instead of you know what I'm saying, and they knew they couldn't come back to me with that. That wasn't gonna happen. So they dissolved the position altogether.
You'd be surprised how many government jobs where they restructure.
That's the word.
How
Restructure.
yeah,
Yep.
they do a restructure and they were like, yeah, we're gonna reposition these this, and there's no more, you're not gonna have no more AVPs. It's gonna be this
Yep.
one person and these senior directors and managers. And it's like, but these people were getting ready to get moved up into this. Yeah, that's not gonna happen no more.
Mm-hmm.
So they just stay where they're at. So now you don't get money.
Exactly.
Somebody else gets there. And they get to bring in their own people, and they're bringing in people from the outside from another job who have no experience in
Yep.
whatever you work at. Like I work in travel, working in mass transit. So people who don't know, our system get brought in, and they're like, yeah. So how do I get from here to here? Why are you here?
Right.
Why
Exactly.
So but that's what's happening, and that's why I said it's issues like that, institutionalized racism, racial profiling, the fact that, like, one thing that I was talking to Hop about when I was a kid, we used to have gyms all over the place where you could go play ball at on the weekends, right? And you can go play ball after school and stuff like that. We don't have that anymore. So now that means more kids on the street who get involved in activities that they shouldn't be involved in. So why can't we open these gyms back up for kids to have something to do after school?
Exactly.
Stuff to do on the weekend. Like, I remember New York City used to be the melting pot for basketball, where you would see point guards and all these kids play ball and everything. You barely see kids on the basketball court here anymore.
You barely.
New York City is not even talked about in basketball like that anymore.
That's the
So,
thing. Like, they got rid of a lot of parks and things like that here, the rec centers and stuff like that.
Right.
They dissolved all that, and now the kids don't have anywhere to go. But then at the same time, you're wondering why the crime rate is so high. The kids don't have nothing else to do.
Exactly. They get
They don't have
bored
nothing to
and
do but get
they
in
gotta
trouble.
find something to do. So they're
Right.
like, yo, what can we do? We can go do this. We
Population
can go do
control.
that.
Yeah, like they used to have this YMCA, man. I used to go to all the time when I was a kid. Man, I'm telling you, bro, it has never been the same. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Shit, you can't afford to go to the Y now.
you don't go to the YMCA no more, to a lot of the parks no more. Shit, I mean,
For a
it's
6-week
generation
swim
now.
course, I paid $90 for 6 weeks for my kid to go to the Y, and that's because we're not even a member. I just want him to go to the Y to do his swimming. But the Y used to be for the community, and
Yeah.
the Y is, if you're in a community where there's poverty. Thank you, JJ. Get my Starbucks on. But if you're in a community where there's poverty and things like that, a lot of these programs don't have the funding to be free to the kids that need it to be free. A lot of these kids, you got to think about it. Some of these kids are, when you go on spring break, when they go on spring break, Christmas break, things like, you got to realize some of these kids aren't even getting fed. Forget having things to do. They're not even eating. So a lot of these programs that they got rid of, where kids would go and they would be able to have, say, lunch in the afternoons or things like that, they don't have those programs. Yeah, you got kids running in stores stealing chips and stuff out of the store. Some of the kids running in the stores stealing chips because they're hungry, not because they're deviants or things like that. And you got to understand that. So I blame those things on the government too. You know what I'm saying? Where's that allotted money? You know what I'm saying? The things that y'all got rid of, I can't figure out where all this money is going anymore. There's no accountability. You know what I'm saying? The mental health issues, you know what I'm saying? They got rid of those hospitals. We don't have those here anymore.
They got rid of so many psychiatric centers and
Yep.
hospitals here, and all they are now are vacant buildings that are standing there that people are doing exploration videos on. Like, today we're gonna go into the Creedmoor Psychiatric Center
Yeah.
and we're gonna
Yep.
look. This is a bed that somebody laid in.
Well-
This is crazy. That's it.
Yep.
And that's wild.
And now they're hiring security to secure those buildings so people aren't coming in to do those videos. But
Right.
what you could be doing is figuring out how to get this back up and running so that the people that need the help can get the help.
Right.
Because now you got to have insurance to get all that. You need
That's
some good
right.
mental health care. You got to have insurance to get that.
Listen,
You know that inpatient ain't free. You know,
you see
that
Joe
outpatient ain't-
Biden. You see Joe Biden send $9 billion over to Ukraine for, weapons for war.
Right.
And you like, yo, can we open some of the schools back and put some money back into the schools so our kids don't have to be in a trailer for a classroom? Can we
Exactly.
have them go, have the gym open and pay the janitors extra so they can actually stay there and play ball and don't have to be out on the streets?
Yep.
You know how many kids' lives would have been saved if they could have just went and got a basketball and played in the gym with their friends?
Yep.
That shit is wild.
Definitely. You got to think about all that stuff. That stuff is crazy. If you take away the programs and then you have the audacity to say we can't figure out why the crime rate is so high. You're like, y'all can't be this damn dumb.
You look how old the kids
serious.
are.
It's part of population control. They do it to try to control the population and make sure that certain ethnicities we're growing too big. The minorities are growing too fast. They're already, if you go look at our population, according to the census, we're already overpopulating the white.
The problem is what they didn't anticipate, though, is that crime isn't just staying in the inner cities where you want it to.
Nope, it's happening everywhere.
Now the problem is, just like crack and all this other stuff, it has spilled out into where the people are trying to save.
Because the redlining you did earlier is now coming to backfire on you, because now it's like, hey, there's too many people in this area, and now they're coming over to your neighborhoods. Because guess what? Ain't no money over here, but there's money over there.
Exactly. Ain't no what you doing? Ain't no borders.
Exactly.
I don't mind them cleaning up a lot of places, but do it the right way. But like y'all said, helping more, putting like learning centers for underprivileged, ethnicities, because there's so many. I mean, it stems so deep, and people don't understand that. Why? Like when I saw somebody, like I saw Cadillac's video, I saw some, but unfortunately, and knowing how this community is, that was going to be a small percentage, that nobody understood the true purpose of why they did this. And I was like, I know what's going to happen already. There's, it sucks because people like Cadillac and there's a couple others who had a true meaning behind their video got basically pushed aside for something like he just said, oh, I'm doing this because they're not picking up my trash enough. Like, are you kidding me?
Right.
Like, and I get where what the sneakers is talking about. Why would you do it again, Cadillac? But I get why Cadillac wants to do it again, because every bit of a chance that you get to put your word out there, and when you're trying to help your community as much as you can, you got to do it. Because if not, then what are you doing? Why did you do it in the beginning, first of all? So I get both reasons, and it sucks. And when I saw them, I just, I was just like, wow, I know what's going to happen. And I spoke about this, about how on IG about it, about how the sneaker game and the sneaker culture is dead. And I try to explain that it's our version is dead. There's a new version. It's how that is unfortunately going to be for our children, our future. And there's some good to it, but there's more bad than good. And that's what it sucks, but they'll figure it out. Just like how we figured out ours, they're going to figure it out, and hopefully they fix it.
I guess
But-
I never really thought about it until you just said that. Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
when I say the sneaker game is dead, I guess it is my version of what
Yep.
I've always been used to. The sneaker culture being is now obsolete.
It's not. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Our version of the sneaker culture is not dead. It's just not mainstream anymore.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's still alive for us. We still
Mhm.
go about this. We still look at sneakers the same way. We still have those memories. But there's a new generation that comes in, and the way they handle it is reselling and bricks and all this other stuff. That's
And
how
we didn't
that's their
turn
version
into
of it.
back in my day, people.
Right.
We didn't turn into
We-
this is the way we did it. Y'all young whippersnappers don't know nothing about how this in the real, like literally, that's how we sound.
But
Right.
because you know, if you think about it, just take some time to think about it, and remember what your parents and your grandparents used to tell y'all. We sound the same now.
Yep.
And the thing is, back then they used to think our shoes were ugly. Our shoes, what is wrong with y'all? Why would y'all want those big bulky sneakers? Just stay with the Chucks. Stay with the Superstars. Why y'all want those? Why don't y'all get some penny
Y'all
loafers?
don't wear Pumas now, ball.
Yeah.
Y'all don't wear those.
You know, like, and now, you know, we're doing the same thing, but it's a little bit different now. There's it's gotten to a point where before, at least for me, there's sneakers they have a meaning and they're pieces of art to me.
Right.
And you know, they don't see it that way. Like kind of just say they more see it for, oh, what's like, who's this new influencer that's pushing the sneaker? I want the same one he's wearing, or how much can I resell it for, or like, oh, you know what? I mean, we did the same. The only thing that we have similar to what the new generation is, we did sometimes get these sneakers because it was a status symbol, which is true. If you saw your homie coming down with the brand new Barclays, and it's like, dang, okay, it's kind of like, okay, he's the only one with the Barclays first. It's kind of same thing now, but it's just it's a little bit different. Like there's like, okay, dang, he's wearing a new Travis Scott's. Them things go for $1,200.
That part.
Yeah.
Yo,
That's
he
the
got
difference.
$2,000 shoes on. Where for us it used to be like, yo, he got the new phone posits. Oh, his mom gotta be a nurse because you ain't getting
Right.
that on no you ain't getting that on no regular salary. Like your dad a correction officer, because yo, those are like $200. And it's like, yeah, my mom got them for me for my birthday. Like
That
stuff
is
like
definitely
that.
funny because guess who mom's a nurse?
My mom was too. My mom was
it. It
too.
was like, what your mama do? Oh, your mama a nurse. That's why she got them shoes. Yeah, that's what happened. That's what.
Yeah, it'd be like, oh, ain't your mama a nurse? My mom ain't buy these. My brother bought these, and he's a correction officer.
I think my mom bought me like maybe 3 pairs of shoes because she wouldn't really buy me shoes. It always used to be my stepdad.
My mom was dress shoes. My mom would be like, "Come on, we gonna go over here and get you some of these Bostonians." And be like, "Bostonians? Huh? I want these damn Bostonians." Like,
What's funny is though, my grandfather used to always be like, "Get them Chuck Taylors, and get you some Chuck Taylors. Get your Chuck Taylors on. Get you some Chuck."
Unfortunately, never had a Chuck Taylor, bro.
I have, and that's why though. But you know what?
Yeah.
I'm close to my grandfather, so but that's why though. Like I rock Chucks, you know what I'm saying? And I know I bring out my pair of Chucks, even if I don't never wear them nowhere, but to where I'm going to his house, you know what I'm saying? I always know I'm gonna get my props when I go there with my Chucks on. Like, but regardless of if people like Chucks or not, that they hold a special place for me. So I have no problem with wearing Chucks out, none at all.
Yeah, like my mom and dad never brought me sneakers like that. Like it was always dress shoes. Like, cause I went to Catholic school, so it'd be like, "Come on, we gotta go get your shoes. We gonna go over here to J.C. Penney. They got a shoe sale. Come over here and try these floor streams on." He'd be like, "What?" And my brother used to pull me to the side, like, "Hey, listen, I got you some Eastlands, and I got you these Jordans for gym class." And they'd be like, "Thanks, big bro." You know, so.
Catholic school a lot more lax than they used to be now, because my kids wearing gym shoes to school, and I see it. I be seeing them where it say he's supposed to wear his dress shoes, but Donovan be straight in them Air Max.
Listen, Brooklyn Basquiat is from my area. Like, he's from Brooklyn, is part of 5 boroughs. And he's like, my mom's maybe buy clothes and sneakers from this spot coming up in Brooklyn called Bobby's. That's where the West Indian shopped at. Also, another spot called Conway. Conway was like, if you wore a school uniform, Kanye was the generic place to go get your school uniform without having to go to like one of these Scholastic shops that sold the pants and the shirt, and you had to get measured for it. Conway, you go in there and buy you some dress shirts. You get like 10 dress shirts for $30. And the pants, and boy, mad people was at Conway. My mom was like, "I'm not going to Conway. Come on, you gonna go ahead and get measured?" And it was like, "Damn it!" Because I had to wear them, them polyester dress pants they used to wear for Catholic school.
Yep.
Boy, them shits was the worst because them shits was fitting, and I was like, I was a husky kid, so it was like, "Mom, I don't want to wear these." He'd be like, "Them pants look mad tight." Like, damn it. My brother would be like, "Yo, I got you."
Man was wearing skinny jeans before everybody else. Skinny.
Listen, Mr. Henry, you was too. You ain't small, nigga.
I know. Yo, no, so, you got me with the Bostonians, bro. I had like 6 different colors of Bostonians because of my mom's. Mom was like, "We're gonna get you some Bostonians."
But that's all it is. It's a change in time, and you know, we just learning, just like, you know, our parents learn. We learning what that is. It's hard to accept that change, especially when it's something you love. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the difference. We love sneakers, so to watch it change into something that's, for in our eyes, a little bit more disrespectful than when we got it. Then
yo, Conway really did have fake Chicago jerseys, the 23 on the front and the back, and no, they did. Conway used to have the worst shit. Like, Kanye was one of them stores that had the baby girl shirts with 69 underneath it for the girl. It was like Conway
equivalent to horrible. Our Junos. Like, we had this store called Junos here, and they used to. Junos used to sell all the fakes though.
Oh my God. Hold on. I'm about to go ask my mom what the store was called here. It's the same thing. Hold on.
It was Junos, man. People used to kill Junos. There used to be so much people in there. That shit was crazy.
It was Conway. Conway's was like the next level up from Rainbow. I swear to God, because like Fashion Nova is just a new version of Rainbow. That's all Fashion Nova is.
That's all it is, real. Yeah. Straight.
You got a few rainbows out
here. And Fashion Nova just popular because Cardi made it popular. Junos and Kingsway, you damn right. Kingsway. Oh, my Kingsway would probably be equivalent to your Conway. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah. Kingsway. What was Kingsway? Turn to shoppers.
We had Tom McCann. Yeah, my parents used to bring me to Tom McCann and Stride Right. Be like, "Come on, let's go get you these shoes."
Oh, right. My grandma used to always shop. We used to have to get our stuff at Montgomery Ward. That's where we got our stuff from.
Shit, I remember when Old Navy first came out in '94. My brother was like, "Come on, we're gonna get your pants from there. We're gonna get you some dress pants from there." I'm like, "He can't wear that to school." Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Please.
I don't even know what the fuck I was getting when I was in elementary. But I know when I got to middle school, it was like pretty much Dickies though, like Dickie pants, and I forget what kind of shirt it was. But I knew we had to wear like the uniform shirts, like the blue shirt, like khaki pants and shit.
Yeah, we had to wear uniforms and stuff like that. Like I went in high school, I went to Christ the King, so we had to wear uniform. We had to wear uniforms and slacks and all that other stuff, and dress shoes. But like we were allowed to wear like Eastlands, and back then Nike had actual like dress shoes. Like they kind of looked like dress shoes, but they weren't white dress shoes, and my brother would get them from the outlet. He'd be like, "Yo, I got you these," and I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I wear those because they got a swoosh on them."
Yeah.
So I'll be straight. And then when he'd be like, "Yo, I got you these Eastlands," and we're like, "Yeah," I rock the Eastlands, and I was good because I didn't want to wear dress shoes. I did not want to wear dress shoes at all because niggas would hear them shits clicking down the hallway and be like, "Nigga, what kind of shoes you got on? You got on the Bostonians, boy."
Deal when I used to bust in with my hush puppies on, I was like, "Yeah, these gonna be the ones right here."
Yeah. But see, when the hush puppies came out, cats wanted those. It was like either had hush puppies,
and you know, I
had wallabies.
I had that dress on, but mine had the green and the yellow and the plaid in it. So my hush puppies, I would had a green hush puppies, had the yellow hush puppies, and I would change them boys out when I would go to school. I was like, "Yeah, okay, I can wear these. I can wear these."
Once we was able to wear wallabies, it was a wrap.
Oh.
I had the black and the chestnut color hush puppies. I remember them.
Yo, that chestnut color hush puppy. I bet my parents wouldn't buy that for me. I was so mad. I saved up my birthday money and got them myself. My mom was like, "Where you get them shoes from?" I bought them.
He's talking about his parents were Haitian immigrants. They didn't believe in buying sneakers over $40.
Listen, Haitian parents really didn't. Haitian parents be like, "Oh, no, Junior, you are not getting those shoes." Like, yo, Haitian parents. Some of my best friends, some of my closest friends, they Haitian. Like, I'm American, but they Haitian. They parents, and they be like, one of my boys, his pops, God rest his soul, would be like, "Junior, you are not getting those shoes. No, you are not getting those shoes."
No, my mom was a
oh man.
And he would see me with like Harachis, like, "Yo, can I get those Harachi?" And his mom be like, "Junior, no, I send you to school. No, you're not getting those shoes."
You're like, deal with it, damn it.
When they started the 2 for $69.99 and $89, my mom fell in love.
Oh man, Mr. Allen used to have that deal. 2 for $50. 2 for $50.
That's what
that shit used to have me dying. I used to be like,
for Saucony's and a plethora of freaking. What was the other ones that were big on there? It was Saucony, the Dadas. They even put the Dadas in there. They look like
Eniche's. Was it Eniche?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. Because I think they still got those overseas. They have them overseas. I remember a time when those got phased out, and I would bring them up, and I would be telling people about them, and they'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And then all of a sudden, they just started booming again. And I was like, "These the shoes, these the sneakers I used to wear. What y'all talking about? Like, what y'all talking about? Diodors and all that." I'm like, I was just telling you motherfuckers about these shoes, and y'all was acting like y'all ain't know what I was talking about. Now all of a sudden, everybody want them. What y'all saying?
Shadows, the Jazz.
A little half moon on there with the orange and the yellow. I used to thought I was the shit. Y'all couldn't tell me nothing back in the day. But again, he was either, like you said, your mom was either a nurse or your daddy was a drug dealer. It was like, why you keep
like that was it. That was it. Your parents had to be doing something where it was like, oh, your parents got a good job, or your parents living a life of crime. That was the only way they felt that you could have nice shit. Like,
that was the only way.
You got the Bobby Hurley Harachis.
Man, that shit's still going on to this day. I just heard somebody, one of my friends I grew up with, she just moved back on the block. She bought like a hood house and fixed her house or whatever, right? And we was talking, and apparently somewhere around the hood, we trying to figure out, I'm like, what the fuck is y'all my cousin hit the big game for $1 million. I said, nigga, what y'all talking about? Because he ain't told me what. And look, they like, oh, that's how her uncle bought them houses all around the neighborhood. Her uncle was buying the houses, like my uncle buy houses or whatever. That's what he rent houses and stuff like that. But mind you, my uncle's a whole design engineer. Like, when I tell y'all I heard this, I'm like, so my cousin hit I say the cousin who parents pay his rent, that cousin hit the big that motherfucker hit for $1 million. I said, y'all know his parents pay his rent, right? Like, what is y'all talking about? It'd be so crazy the stuff that come up in the hood and like people speculate on stuff. It is so crazy to me. It is hilarious. I'd be like,
yeah,
no, that ain't how that happened. Like, that man just got his thing. He started off small like everybody else. What y'all talking about? It never ceased to amaze me. Like, it's one or the other. This time it happened to be the lottery. I'm like, out of all fucking things, the boy hit the lottery. I said, that's cute. I say, oh, I ain't never seen a 20-something-year-old hit the lottery and be bumping this Ford Escape, but I that shit had me rolling. But yeah, no, like, yeah, we just got a lot of things going on, and I think as you get older and you have children, think a lot of perspectives change, though. Like, a lot of your things that used to be important, stuff like that, it changes, like I said, and especially now. With social media and stuff like that, it's out there. You can't, like, our parents used to shelter us from a lot of things. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
And it was easier then. You can't shelter your kids from anything right now.
Welcome to
Like,
social media.
and it's crazy, and like it's a lot of things that that happen, and like a lot of things that people tend to see as embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things that come to light. So we had a situation where there was a birthday party. Kids turned 13. It's what it is. I'm just putting it out there. Because I like to be transparent with things. Without getting too much into it, my son was assaulted at the birthday party, my 12-year-old, by 2 girls, not too long ago, a couple weeks ago. So, we were dealing with that. And, for some reason at the party, he's a boy, and it for some reason, even though as much as I've tried to deter my kids from being ashamed of things like that, it happens. So it didn't come out until that Monday. The party was on a Saturday. It came out on Monday while he was at school. While he was playing roughhousing with a kid, was roughhousing, just playing around doing kid stuff, and it triggered him from that weekend. I get a call coming up to the school. They won't tell me what's going on. I'm like, what the hell this boy did? And it's my baby, so he don't never really get into much. So I'm like, what the hell? So I get up to the school and I'm like, what this police car doing here? Mind you, my son goes to a Catholic school. There are only 44 kids in his middle school. So to see the police car outside, it's a little, I'm like, oh shit, okay. I walk in, I'm like, I'm standing there for a second and I'm like, is this car here for my baby? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck did happen? I'm like, Donovan to kill somebody. Like, your head just started going all over places. And I guess, he got to talk to the counselor and about what was going on with school. And that's when everything came out. And it was 2 girls. It was 2 girls out of everything. You think about things like that and you don't think of it being switched around. And, I didn't know. That was one of the things I didn't know if I wanted to. I couldn't talk about it, you know what I'm saying, on a video or no Lisa. But, that's one of the things that you don't think that's going to happen. You don't really think about it. And it's being the flip. You always see where it's, more in the light of where it's women being assaulted by men. And when I say assaulted, like these girls are like pulling him by his hoodie, they were hitting him, and one girl held him down and another girl decided she would twist his penis. And they flipped and they took and Donovan's not a big kid. He's a smaller kid for his size. And
wild.
I had to listen to my son tell me this while we're in a school office with 2 police officers and a counselor. So
but why would so why were the police up there for him?
They were up there for him. They have to come if there's an assault. If there's any kind of assault. They weren't coming.
Doesn't matter. They have to be there.
Yeah, not for him, but they have to take a report and things like that. By law, they have to be there when any kid is.
That's a federal law.
Yeah, they have to be there. So I ended up, getting in touch with the person whose party we were at. Was a cousin, and come to find out these 2 girls they're not related to us. So, well, I knew that. I knew they weren't related, but they weren't related, and I had to. The hardest part is, you hear that from your kid telling this story. You almost it's crazy because you almost really just don't want to believe it. You know what I'm saying? You're like, and I'm like, they're girls. So what do people tell boys all the time? What do you not do? You don't hit girls.
Hit a girl. Exactly.
And I've always been, people have come down on me because I've always told people I don't tell my boys that. I don't tell them to go out and abuse girls, but I say you definitely need to defend yourself. I tell them that all the time. You have to defend yourself because it could go either way. So yeah, I did end up talking to the girl's mom on the phone, and they had their daughters. We were having a conference or whatever, and they literally got on the phone and they said it. Everything he said happened and some. So it's just a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, when I say it's a lot going on out here and these kids have to deal with so much stuff, you know what I'm saying? I am just grateful that he finally, you know, it wasn't a long-term thing to where he drug it out and he held that in and things like that. So, you know, we could, you know, sit down and talk and get him a counselor to talk to, you know, things like that, you know. But I say that to say, you know, like I said, there's just so much going on. Like I tell people all the time, you know, I joke, you know, I come in and I try to, you know, I try to be on people's shows and do things like that. And you know, I don't like to bog people down with my troubles, but like I tell them, I'm no different than anybody else. I got shit going on too.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? That's not, you know, it's not that you're not dealing with it, but you don't dwell on it. You know what I'm saying? People look at me and never think that I be going through the shit I go through. You know what I'm saying? I got old grandparents that I live on my block because my grandparents are down the street from me. I watched them from growing up. I've been with my grandparents every day. You know, this house I live in, I grew up in. You know what I'm saying? But I'm literally watching my grandparents deteriorate day by day. They're still out there healthy and doing their thing, but I can notice my grandma doesn't remember as well as she used to. Her memory isn't there.
My
mom is the same.
Hard.
It's the same thing I'm going through with my parents. My parents are 83 years old, and the reason why me and my wife live here is because my parents live over in the next building complex, 5 minutes by walking, so I can go check on them, and they can see their grandson whenever they feel like it.
Yep.
That's the only reason why we live here. So,
and people ask all the time, why won't you move? Why don't you move? You need to move out. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna stay here. I said, I know when I'm gonna move. I know when I'm gonna move. When they gone, I'm gonna move. That's just getting off.
Yeah, but, once my parents, you know, leave here, then it's like, all right, you know, but until then, it's like my mom has memory issues. My dad is her caretaker. And the only thing that keeps him going is that little boy that be running up on this camera every time, you know, I'm on here on live. Like, he keeps him going. And I noticed that when he found out that we were having a child, but then when he found out we were having a boy, oh, he flipped his wig. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have a baseball player. And it was like, all right, this is his second life.
Yep.
So, you know, granted, the rent is great. The price of rent is great here. It's the lowest in the 5 boroughs. But at the same time, like, me and my wife talked about moving to Long Island and stuff like that. But it's like, nah, we can't do that. Your parents are right here. And as long as they're here, we need to stay here. And it's like, all right, cool. If you cool with that, I'm cool with it. So, but when you go through it every day and you see stuff changing, it can be a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a lot. Like, there's times my mom sees my son and she's like, who's that? And I'm like, that's your grandson. Oh, what's his name? He's named after your mother. Joanne? No. Last name. Jackson? Yes. Hey, Jackson, how you doing? And he'd be like, hi, Grammy. And then some days she'd be spot on, like, where's my baby? Where's Jackson? He's right there. And, you know, but see that, you know, like one day it hit my wife real hard because she couldn't remember my wife's name. And my wife was so hurt by that. And I was like, babe, it's okay. I was like, she's just having an off day today. But, you know, but it goes through your head like, like you like, yo, like there was times when, like there was a time when my mom was in the hospital. And I remember I used to sleep with my cell phone in my hand waiting for the call. Because it was just like, I think it's coming. And my
Right.
wife was like, are you okay with that? And you say you okay with it? Like, no, I've accepted it. Nah, you don't be okay with it. You don't be okay with it. Like, you
Yep.
be sitting there. I remember I got to the hospital one day thinking like I was gonna be okay with it, and I saw like, oh, Mom, I'm okay with it. You know, if you need to, got right there. It was like, nah, I don't want you to leave. Like it, and that's real.
Yeah, it's different.
And
Different.
that's some of the stuff that we go like you go through on a daily basis. Like hell, when we a couple weeks ago we did Talking Kicks. I had COVID. And nobody knew that I was dying like a motherfucker on the show. I was sitting there in front of the camera trying to chill. And when OG, hit the end broadcast, they was like, "Nigga, get off the camera. You about to die." I was literally at the end of the show, like, and literally my body was shutting down, like, "Nigga, go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down." And they was like,
And that was
"Get
no
up."
joke.
Yeah,
And
they
it
was like, "Get up and go lay down."
Well, I've been blessed not to have it again, but the time I had it, literally the last 4 days were the worst.
Yeah.
Were the worst.
The second time around, I had it twice. Once when nobody really knew what the hell was going on. So, I literally was pushing through everything. Like, y'all know my kids, my world. When I tell y'all, I felt like I was like, I don't know what's going on with me. Like, I'm never one of them people who just lay in the bed and can't get up. If I got a cold, I push through like nothing. I'd be like, you just gonna have to sniffle on through it, boo-boo. I'm pushing. I'm in the bed. I'm like, okay, it's my son's birthday. He getting ready to turn 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, oh my God, I can't do nothing really for him or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't get going. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the only thing I could do, I was like, we just gonna have something small at the house, Donovan. I can't. Mama ain't feeling too good, And I didn't realize how close I was to probably not really for real being here. My doctor told me at the end, he said, probably the best thing you could have done for yourself was I sat here because it was his birthday. I blew up 40 balloons. I mean, you ever try and blow up? If you know you got COVID now, you ain't blowing up shit. You understand?
This motherfucker blew up 40 COVID bombs. Like, what the fuck?
And
everybody.
And I'm like, and we didn't know. So all the air in there got COVID in it, right? So I'm like, he was like, but for real, my doctor was like, that was probably the best thing you could have done.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, that's probably what helped you because all that laying down and all that stuff really kind of hurts you when you got COVID.
Yep. My doctor told me go for a walk.
Yep. And then I and I thought about after later when they finally started talking about COVID, like they didn't even have a test for it yet. This was All-Star Weekend, right after All-Star Weekend. Me, Q, and all of them came back. Chantel, we had all
fact, you're absolutely right. Because like a month later, they started my job shut down. Like, hey,
that's
go home.
A month later, it shut down. I was home and I never called into work. They like, what the hell going on? They thought I was about to quit. My job thought I was about to quit because I called in like 3 days in a row. I was like, I can't. I can't. And I just remember like all that, just like it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I got it again not too long ago. This time I knew it was COVID though. And I was just so tired though this time. Like I had got the vaccination or whatever, but at this time I was still tired. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have the breathing issues like I did before, but I was so damn tired. I was like, look, I'm about to go to sleep. I can't.
Yeah, because it's gonna become almost like a norm. It is starting to become a norm. Sorry. And it's gonna be like the flu. And
hashtag COVID bombs.
Yeah, people don't understand that that's how the flu started also. Before it killed the regular flu that we have, killed millions of people itself when it first came out. So I mean the only difference is the flu is the normal flu is technically natural. COVID was man-made. Thank you, Bill Gates. Anyways, but like but
let me just throw that in
it's just it's crazy. It was. And to this day, like I the doctor told me, I still won't forget. She told me you're going to die. She told me straight up, if you don't go to the hospital, you're going to die. And then I was like, well, then I'm going to die at home. I'm going home. She wanted me to go to a hospital. And this is when I first got it. And I was like, she's like, if you don't go home.
When did you first get it?
I got it in March 2000. No, February 2021.
Yeah, so you got it before the shutdown and shutdown in the States was happening.
Yep.
Yeah, that's when people was dying.
Yeah. Nobody knew what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
So, like, it was when I got it, she told me that, and then crazy part is right after the whole cycle happened, I got pneumonia right after that.
Oh no, you said 21. Yeah, so that's when that was after the shutdown. You got it last year.
2020 was when it started.
Yeah, 2020 is when the shutdown happened.
Star Weekend. That was that shit that got me.
Yeah, because I remember when it was y'all went to All-Star Weekend and my wife was still pregnant. Because I remember when they started shutting shit down, we was like, all right, we need to go grocery shopping. And all the supermarkets was packed. So she was like, the Family Dollar over there in Linden is still open. We can get stuff from there. Motherfuckers went in there and brought like 20 cheese pizzas and put them shits in the freezer and brought big cases of water and shit and Jello and all this other shit. And we was just in the crib like, what we eat today? Pizza.
I had one of them. You know what's crazy as hell? I had a note that allowed me to be out. That shit was crazy.
Oh, for real?
Yep, I had a note that allowed me to be out. Because, it was one time you literally couldn't go out without, you wasn't supposed to be out. And
I was technically considered an essential worker, so I was allowed to go out.
Yep.
Like, I just showed my pass, and I was allowed to go out. But when I say the shit was like a ghost town.
Yep. Yeah. That shit was crazy. Like, with nobody on the streets, it was crazy. Like, I would be driving to the store, and I'd be like, nigga, ain't nobody out here. Like, nobody. And it was crazy because, you see people, the next person you see, you got your gloves on, you got your mask on, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything. It was like crazy as hell.
I was, when I tell you I had my camera flicking it up because I was like, ain't nobody out here. I'm going to all the fucking landmarks. I'm going to take pictures here. I'm going to do this. You couldn't tell me shit. I was out there like fucking I Am Legend walking through New York City like, oh, this is beautiful. There's only like 7 people out in this motherfucker.
And that's how it was. That shit was crazy.
This shit was wild in New York City. Like, it was.
It's pumping back up again. COVID's pumping back up again. We have many, and like I said, I work in home care. So, you know what I'm saying? With our staff going in these assisted living places and stuff like that, some of them, like right now, we got one place, it's already 40 people in there. They shutting it down again. They like, oh, well, nope, no visitors. They back to it at the hospitals again. You can't have visitors. You know what I'm saying? You got to put your mask on. And they doing it all over again. But, we in one of those places where, of course, it's going to ramp back up again. People coughing, they get cold, they're sick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking at my little nephew. He over here. My brother went out of town. My nephew with my grandparents. I'm like, nah. Yeah, I need to take little Snotty over there with my mama. Like, I don't know if he needs to stay over here.
What you talking about, Auntie?
But I have, he might just have a cold. But at the same time, not everybody's scared of the cold. Like, oh, what you got?
Listen, when I was up here sniffling, like before I knew I had COVID, I remember that Monday I was like, oh, my throat is so. Let me go make me some tea. Drink some tea. That Tuesday I got up and I was like, damn, I'm mad stuffy. I shouldn't have slept under that fan last night. And got up and went to work and all that. My throat still scratching. I'm gonna drink me some tea. By that Wednesday, I went to go fix my son some food. Went to go get his milk out the fridge. I was like, damn, my back mad achy. Oh shit.
It's the slow shit that gets you, and you be like, oh.
That's when it clicked to me because it was like I went to go get the milk and I felt mad achy and I was like back achy, throat scratchy.
But you got to think about it your whole life. That scratchy throat, that stuffy nose don't mean shit but a cold coming. But then when that ache hits you, it was like, whoa, wait a minute. I got to think about COVID now.
Yeah, because I was sitting there, because you sit there, you be like, oh, I'm tired this morning.
Yeah,
I ain't get no sleep. Let me get this. Oh, back. Shoulders hurt.
It's just like a regular flu, like your body just.
And I'm telling you, we was at my grandma's house. We was at my
Absolutely
grandma's
right,
house.
bro.
My mom was chilling at the table. She just chilling. We, doing like we normally do. My family get together. It's not like a get together. We see each other all the time. So my mom's sitting at the table. She just doing her thing or whatever. And then all of a sudden, she go, chew. I said, the fuck? I said, Mom, why did you say something? My girl going with your COVID. Sure shit stank. This motherfucker got COVID. I said, but wait, she caught COVID. Then it was my grandparents. Then it was me. Like, she gave that shit the rundown to everybody. And it was literally just, you know how you just say shit because you say it? You know what I'm saying? And then, she was like, Achoo. I was like, oh, you're sneezing your COVID all over the place. Lo and behold, this motherfucker for real got COVID. I'm
That's
like,
that's literally how I got it. My brother-in-law and my
stop.
sister, my brother-in-law and sister came. They went away for their anniversary overseas. They went over to Egypt, came home, and he was coughing, and we didn't think nothing of it because he always coughs. And he was coughing, and then that Sunday he got tested, and he tested positive. And it was like, oh, he tested positive for COVID. And I was like, well, I wasn't in the house too long. I shouldn't have it. And he was like, well, we got to test Dad. So my dad tested like that Monday. He was negative. Tuesday, he was negative. By Wednesday, it was like, they called me like, hey, Dad tested positive for COVID. And I was like, well, shit, that makes 3 of us because I just tested positive for COVID. And they was like, what? And I was like, yeah, your husband then got me sick too. And like, literally, it was like the minute I tested positive, my mother-in-law was getting ready to walk in because she normally watches my son when we go to work. So she walked in and I was like, grab him and get out. Go to Long Island, stay in Long Island. I got COVID. I'm positive. And I had to yell from the back of the apartment, like, do this, take him. He got clothes there. And then it was just me in the crib for the next 10 days. So that first Wednesday, I'm just sitting literally, there's a chair over here, like a big accent chair. And I'm just sitting in the accent chair, like with a blanket wrapped around me, just sleep. And then when it was showtime, I literally slid over from the chair to here, turned the light on, and got in front of the camera. And then when they hit end broadcast, I was like, and they was like, go back to your chair. I was like, okay, bye, y'all. And went back to the chair. And then by the next day, it was like, oh, I'm gonna make me some food. And that's when COVID fucked me up because I went and picked up a burger. I called this restaurant, ordered food, and knew I could just get it without going into the restaurant. They leave it on the table near the front door. So I grabbed my food. My name was on it. Grabbed my food. I go back to the house. I go to eat it, and I'm like, damn, they ain't seasoned this. I can't taste shit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this shit is the worst.
Yeah, that's the hard part. When you can't, like, the only thing I could really get that I could have a small taste for was chicken noodle soup. That was it. And it wasn't even chicken noodle. It was chicken and starch. I can't stand chicken and noodle. But
I couldn't taste shit. I remember my brother brought me some chicken from this restaurant, and he dropped it off.
Did you have anything tasting like metal, almost like a metallic-y taste?
No, like for me, it was like I would drink tea, and I couldn't taste it. I could taste a hint of the lemon, and then it would just fade off. And then I tried to eat a bowl of cereal, and it was like, nah, son, you can't even. I can't even. Is this milk? Like I can't.
Right.
Taste nothing. And then he got me the chicken, and I put he gave me this hot sauce to put on it. He's like, yo, try with the hot sauce. It's good. And literally all I could feel was the spice of the sauce. I couldn't taste nothing.
Oh,
and I was
that's
like,
the worst.
I was like, yo,
that shit was horrible.
Low.
That shit is like the worst.
Foul taste to it.
What happened?
Like, ain't nothing y'all ate that had a foul taste to it when y'all had it. Like, cause I heard some people had. Like,
nothing had a bad taste. It was a weird taste. Like I said, I had that metallic-y thing, but that was it. But I was like, yeah.
Nothing had a. I didn't have a taste. Like everything I ate from that Thursday to that Tuesday, I couldn't taste. Like Tuesday, it slowly started coming back. By Wednesday, I had about 80%. I had enough of my taste back where it was like, nigga, I'm going to go get a sandwich. Like, I'm going to go get a hero. Like, we did the show that Wednesday, and I remember I had a bag of honey barbecue chips and a fucking honey turkey hero sitting right here, and sat there and ate that shit in front of OG and bed. And it was like, nigga, why the fuck you chopping so hard? And I was like, I just
You
got my
like,
taste
nigga.
back. And they was like, oh,
Right, right,
carry
right,
on,
right.
carry on, nigga, carry on.
That shit is crazy though. Like and then when you can't taste nothing, you don't have no appetite. Like I lost weight during COVID too. I was just like, shit, I don't want to eat. What the fuck I'm eating for? I ain't hungry. I
And
don't got this
that's
for
how
nothing.
it was. Cause like
Yeah.
I literally was like during COVID, I was just chilling in the chair. I was just sitting in the chair, and then like I would have my headphones
Hop?
on. Hop, what up? I was sitting in the chair with my headphones on, and I was listening to stuff on my headphones, but I didn't want to sit in front of the computer. And then occasionally I would get enough energy to sit in front of the computer, like, and be like, yo, what up? And I'm sitting here wrapped up in a blanket. I didn't have the camera on, but I'm sitting here wrapped up in a blanket with a fan on, like, need to stay cool. I'm dying over here. Like,
Man, that shit
man,
is no joke. It's not a joke. Like it's serious out here. It's crazy. And I ain't gonna lie, like, you know, it was hard because when I caught COVID, you know, I tried to hide it from my son because my youngest went through a lot. His grandfather passed from it, and then his aunt passed from it. And you know, it was hard because you know, I don't know what's going on. It's like these kids now see so much death. It's crazy. I don't remember this shit growing up, but you know, and I knew me knowing him, I was trying to hide it from him, and I'm just like, you know, I just got a cold. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, you stay upstairs, wash your hands, do all this, you just make sure you don't get sick, blah 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 blah. And it was to the point where I couldn't really hide it no more. And he found out, yeah, he cried. Like that was hard. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't to watch your kid be afraid of you passing away because he didn't watch his grandfather pass, he didn't watch his aunt pass from, you know what I'm saying, seeing this. And like his grandfather passed, he went in right before Thanksgiving. He went in on Thursday, he was gone that next Thursday. It was just
that's wild.
But then his aunt, we had to slowly watch. Her kidneys went, her heart started failing. And then like, I mean, it was bad. She was on dialysis, all that. And she was unconscious. She was in a medical coma. They had to induce her. You know, I put her in a coma. And then she started to get better. You know, she came out, you know, things started to get better. And then she asphyxiated. Pretty much she was choking and couldn't come through. And then she pretty much passed away in rehab. So, you know, for him to have to see that, you know, it was hard. So that's why I be telling people, like, I be like, you know, I try and keep I be like, people, when I see people go back and forth about, I mean, and I just say all this to come back to the whole a raffle thing and the video thing to say, you know, when you see people take situations and exploit them for things like that, it sucks. You know what I'm saying? It sucks to watch people exploit people for things like that because it's like, it's so much stuff going on.
But and that was the whole thing, you know, like there's, like you said, there's so much going on, and it's like, listen, it's a pair of shoes. You're gonna have multiple chances to get the shoes, and even if you don't get the shoes, you can pay resale for them if you want it. And I'm pretty sure you got the money because you got all these other shoes up there,
right,
so
right.
You good on that. But to sit there and, you know, pump up your story and make it seem like you had to struggle and fight to do something, when in reality you've been doing it every day. And if you pay attention, it's like, oh yeah, I had to do this, I had to add these people into it. Well, these people are all over your page,
right?
And they've been there. So which what we talking? What we talking about?
Right.
Like, it was like, yo, stop manipulating your people, your the people that are following you, because you got these people who are like, yeah, we, you know, hook them up, and
got all this solidarity behind you.
And in reality, it's like, yeah, keep doing it,
right.
because you
reality,
gonna get me some shit.
Like,
that part, like, it was cap. And people didn't realize it until after, when you put all the pieces together and you look at it, then you realize, like, yo. And it was like, I hate that for the community, because it's like, listen, and me and Hop were having this conversation today. I was like, there are some people that we have a lot in common with in this community. There are some people that we share a lot in common with, that we end up bonding with and becoming friends and family and exchanging numbers and checking on them and stuff
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
But there are also people out here that will make you believe they are something, and they're totally not that. And they will take advantage of you.
Yes.
And
There are
I
a
was-
lot of people out here like that in this community.
yeah, and you have to remember one thing: just because we like sneakers, don't mean we have a lot in common.
Right.
Because guess what? Serial killers like sneakers too.
Right.
So
You got to realize a
and
lot of us,
that's
right?
real
Those
spill
morals
right
and
there.
values
Like,
that you hold ain't don't just because you like sneakers don't mean all of a sudden they got the same morals and values as you.
right.
And people got to realize that I think bonding over sneakers opens the door for people to manipulate and be manipulated, because you kind of, like, sneakers ain't always been the hype thing to do. You know what I'm saying? You especially, you've been outcasted for it. Like growing up as a girl, you know what I'm saying? Liking sneakers wasn't the thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you a tomboy. And it goes further than that. Don't forget the tomboy, but she must be gay. She like girls. That was another thing that went through. And I went to an all girl private school. Bruh. It was like,
Shout out to the all girl private schools, because the ones up here, they were freaks. They was, oof.
Uh-huh.
and I mean,
Yo.
it was one or the other, but because I wore gym shoes, that was the other way it went. You know what I'm saying? That's where it was. But it's just like you have to be careful even at this age. You know what I'm saying? With what's going on, you can't trust everybody. You got people who are, they'll let you get, they'll get close to them. You think you're friends and things like that. And then, next thing you know, hey, I got this going on. You think I could borrow a couple dollars, this, that, and the other. And things happen and you never see that money again. Next thing you know, you a couple grand, think you loaning somebody some money that need the help. And for real, next thing you know, they out here buying shoes with your money you just gave them. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to be careful sometimes. You get it's like anything else. You get you a circle, that's your circle. There you go.
Yeah, and that's the part where we need to start realizing as a sneaker community, like, it's more than sneakers. It's more than just like, oh yeah, can you get me this and I can get you that. It's
Right.
more than that. Like, we gotta find a bigger bond than that. Like, people be wondering, like, yeah, I don't understand why, our sneaker community is failing, because we don't know each other like that in some cases. And we up here befriending the wrong people sometimes, or supporting the wrong people.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give you a perfect example. I met Hop in Atlanta in 2018, right? And I met him through Black. 2019, we go to Washington, D.C. for SneakerCon DC. We're hanging out with KB Fresh Kicks, OG, Q the Queen, Flashy. We go out to a restaurant. We hang out with KB for a little while, and Q and Flashy, and then they leave, and it's me and Hop. And this is like one of my first real times hanging out with Hop by myself. And we're up there, taking sneaker pics and everything, trying to learn more about our cameras and all that. There's a restaurant. We were over in National Harbor. There was this restaurant. These 4 white women walk out, right? So I'm sitting there looking at my camera, and this young white girl, she might have been like 18, 19 years old. She comes and she sits next to me, and she's sitting there staring at me, and then she's mocking the stuff I'm doing. And I hear the mother say to the girl, "Diane, what are you doing?" And she points at me and looks at her mom, smiling, and her mom goes, "Oh, Boys in the Hood." And before I could get a word out, I realized she said it. It didn't click to me right away. And I realized it. And when I went to go raise my head before I could say anything, Hop goes, "Care to say that again?" And the lady looked at him like, "Oh." And then she walked away. And then Hop sat down and was like, "White people." And it made me laugh. But at the same time, it was like, that's my dog. That's officially my dog, because he had my back and I didn't have to say a word. And that right there was like what really started the bond for me. Like, this dude really messes with me heavy because he didn't have to do that.
Right.
So it's like bonds like that is what you got to look for, you know, up there just because like, oh yeah, you know, you're a good dude. Do you know this dude is a good dude? Like,
How
because
have they
he
displayed that to you to make you come
right.
up with that conclusion? Like I say that all day long. Like you hear me say it all day long. People be like, I be like, let me tell you something. Y'all say whatever y'all want. But I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna need you to watch your tongue when it comes to Cutie Queen, because I will punch you in the fucking face. Like I'm just telling you right now. And people don't understand. That ain't for you to understand why. Just know.
I understand why.
That ain't for you to understand. That ain't for everybody to understand why. But just know that, and people, will she do that for you? Trust me, I'm already yes. Yes, I know. I know. Just know I ain't got to worry about it over here. This is what we cool at.
Right.
And
So
it's just that bond happens, and that's just where it's at. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's fam for life. You know what I'm saying? And off
exactly.
that, that's where it grows. Because guess what? Guess who introduced me to caddy? That came through Q. So that's where that goes. And you know, and it expands from there. You know what I'm saying? So if you were around when I first came around, then you kind of know stuff. But if not, then you know it is what it is. But that's where my bonds are, and that's where, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna say I call everybody every day, none of that. But at the same time, you know, if I get a phone call, hey, what you need? You know, it ain't
Right.
never no hesitation. It won't ever be. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, yeah, you just gotta watch where, you know what I'm saying, where it is. Just because people, sometimes the loud ones you gotta you gotta kind of fall back from. That's just it, and that's
Yeah.
all.
So it's just really about, you know, creating bonds with people who, you know, people that are gonna fuck with you like you fuck with them. People that
Yep.
are gonna support you like you support them, you know, and they're transparent with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're willing to, if they make a mistake with you, they're willing to apologize and be like, hey bro, that was my fault. Rather than try to hide it or try to make it seem like it's something else.
Right.
Like, I would never have my people go out there and do something for me knowing there was a ulterior motive to it, where it was like, yeah, go ahead and support me on this, but it's really for this.
Right.
And there are people out here who do that, who will use your friendship and see it as a sign of weakness.
Yep.
And because you don't know them. You look at Piano Guy. That literally happened to Piano Guy. He was befriending a person who he saw as his brother.
Yep.
And got robbed for $2,000. You know what I'm saying? All because he thought, he was like, nah, I thought this was my dog. And it was like, nah, like I wasn't your dog. You was a sucker.
Found out the hard way. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And you know, and it's messed up, because then people leave the community because of it. They shy off and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to see. You know, it sucks to see that shit. It sucks.
Yeah.
I would have flash on it for real.
That's why when you grab you a group of good people, whether it be in a group chat or it be people you've met on here, and y'all can relate to certain stories, and you know they want to link up with you and break bread with you and stuff like that, and you feel like they're honest, good people, try not to lose those people. Get to know them better, and then you can make your decision. Like, they really mess with me. They really mess with me. Like,
Definitely.
OG, Beard, G4, Black, Hop, Polos and J's. Like, there's a bunch of people that I really fuck with. 313. Like, I remember when she was doing the Trap House battle, and I didn't know the quilting that was a different type of quilt on the 13. I literally called her the next day, like, listen, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. You know, I hope you're not upset with me. And then she was like, Caddy, it's not that serious. It's okay. I was like, yeah, but I just didn't know. And it was like because I care about her feelings, and I didn't want her mad with me.
Right. And it was like,
So
I
it was
get,
like,
and I mean, I understand, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that was a joke for a long time. Like, I would pull out a 13, like, Caddy, it's 13, Caddy. You see, this is quilted, Caddy. This is quilted.
right.
But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and like I said, I when it comes to stuff like that, I respect people enough not to get in a back and forth with them, especially on camera, because you know, people run with stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? People run with stuff like that. And it's like, you know, I knew my mama quilt. So that's how I know what quilted mean. Like, trust me. Oh my fucking God. Oh, if I had to live through that, trust me. But at the same time, you know, it wasn't a big, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, it is what it is. And like, you know what? Me being on Who Has the Heat allows me to know, you know, that certain amount of knowing that shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Especially doing Who Has the Heat. Shit happens. Okay, because it just does. But and you either gonna be able to back it or you're not, or you're gonna let it go. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, we're just gonna, that's his question. You know, I'm gonna respect his question. And when he came back, I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I knew that, but I didn't know you knew that. And you know, sometimes
and that was the thing.
I've seen it go to
knew about it.
Wrong way though. I've seen situations like that happen, and people fall out over it. Like you, like y'all niggas serious? Like it was just a battle. Oh. But you know, like I said, I guess you know, and that's another thing. Like I said, you could tell good people. The fact that he reached out to apologize for something like that, and you know what I'm saying, it, you know, it was just like, you good people, Scotty. Like I don't see no malice in that. I never did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but for me, I felt like it was like I owed that apology to her because it was like, yeah, I fucked up, you know. And they were texting me in the private chat. Nah, I think it's quilted. They sending me links and shit like, bro, you fucked this up, and I'm sitting there like, ah, shit, I done fucked up the battle. First Watergate, now this, goddamn. Like, so you know, it was all bad. So then we, you know, once we got it together, and they was like, yeah, we gonna X that question out, and then you know, it was like, yeah, we gonna go from here, and it was like, all right, cool. So that next day, I was like, yo, I gotta hit 313. I'm like, hey, are you busy? Can you talk right now? Hey, yo, I wanted to apologize for that. She was like, Caddy, why the fuck are you calling me for that? And I was like, well, I was just calling to apologize because I messed up. It was like, no, Caddy, it's fine. It's like, it's not that serious. Like, you didn't know. And I was like, yeah, I didn't know. But she knew. Like, and then when she hit me, was like, yeah, my family quilts. Like, I grew up quilting, and it was like, oh, so you would know. Yeah, yeah, that's me. That's my bad. I know. So, and it was all good after that.
Yeah.
So,
but see, that's how shit gotta be though. Like with a lot of this stuff, like you gotta realize it's just. I mean, like I know we love it, but when you think it's just sneakers, man. Like everybody, like it's this much money on the line, and I'm like, nigga, you see this behind me, motherfucker? What you talking about? Like, if you doing this because you hard up for it, then okay, I see why you tripping. But it was the fun of it for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, I'm literally here to have a good time. If I win, that is fucking amazing. But that, like, even with all the shit that happened during that battle, like there were some times where things were displayed and you could see that, like what happened with that. I had no hard feelings. Even like it was people going hard on what's her name for the whole water situation, and I'm like, I'm talking to her the whole time, and people like, how you talking to her and blah 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 blah. I'm like, listen,
now that shit was wild.
If
that
y'all,
shit was wild.
If it was intentional, it was intentional. But at this end,
that motherfucker's reflection was showing. It was like,
everybody like, you ain't see such and so and so. I'm like,
no, I'm gonna put that down and grab this, and then sit back down. Like, I just went to go get a drink of water, nigga, out of a box. Like, what? And then get called out, and then
going. And I was like, nah. And if you notice that whole time, I never went through it. Even for a while, even when it was going, I would never make fun of the situation. Like I felt bad for her. You know what I'm saying? And that's why people was like, how you feel bad for her? And I'm like, because I do. If I don't know you, I don't know her situation. I don't know if she was
I mean,
doing
you
that because she
gotta
needed
tell
it.
her,
or whatever.
1-3 because hey, you
Huh?
treated her like a friend, man. She said, "Fuck all that shit. She gonna do whatever she got to do to win."
Yeah. She was like, nah, I need this. I need this money. There's some shit coming out.
Right.
Yeah,
She,
I don't
when I
know, but
tell
I
you, she was
never.
mad. Listen, after that battle, she was mad as fuck, boy. When we had to call her back into the room, like, hey, listen, based on what we saw in the video replay, unfortunately, we saw you do this, that. So are you saying that I'm disqualified? Yes, we're saying that you disqualified. Motherfucker left that shit, got up in that fucking DM and was like, suck my dick. Fuck y'all. like, hey, yo.
That shit was crazy. That shit was wild. I'm sitting there, I'm
Well,
getting a
that's
text
so
message like
funny,
you
bro.
won. I'm like, what y'all fucking talking about? I won.
Like,
What?
you niggas didn't want me to win. It was like, yo.
That shit was crazy because that's where all that other stuff started coming from
Oh,
too.
God,
After
that's
that,
so funny, bro.
that shit was wild. But again, like I said, and then to end it off and to have Kit win, and you know what I'm saying, she split half, half. She gave me some of the money off her win. You know what I'm saying? Like
That was dope.
it was like this, my girl. Like she like before that, like I knew most of them in that battle anyway. You know what I'm saying? And you would never have known that. People wouldn't have known that. Like, damn, she rock with you for real. Like, yeah, like in real life, nigga, like for real. Like even now, I'm like, I just got my passport back in May. Like one of the first people I hit up was Kit. Like, look what I got. Look what I got. Like this is somebody I talked to, and I'm like, so I need to figure out when I'm going out of the country. When give my first little stamp. She's like, well, we gonna set something up. We gonna like taking trips. Like don't have shit to do with sneakers. Them the type of people in the relationships that relationship formed off loving sneakers, but it developed into a real friendship. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's just stuff like that people got to see that, you got to move past some stuff sometimes and let shit go. Cause you going to catch more that whole ranting thing. When I see that shit makes me head exit stage left.
Yeah. Like once I saw that, it was like, I'm good. I'm good on all that because like the sneaker friendships are cool. The real friendships are so much better.
Yeah.
Like when you get to really know the people and what they're about and how they move and they're transparent with you and you're transparent with them, like it's so much doper. Like it was just like the whole Shootang thing. Like it was just a bunch of dudes that really were supporting each other. That's all it is. A bunch of dudes that support each other, that would help each other get shoes, that we were just transparent with each other about real shit, about real life shit, where it was like, oh, bro, I'm going through this. Oh, yo, bro, I know how I can help you with that.
That was so crazy to me because you heard Shootang, and then all of a sudden it was like, y'all don't even know that y'all sitting here talking about this Shootang thing, and y'all fuck with most of the motherfuckers that's in Shootang. Like,
it was like, yo.
For a long time, I didn't know.
It was like yeah, it was like some of the motherfuckers in Shootang are like motherfuckers you really fuck with, like that you've had conversations with, that you sat hours with on the fucking Trap House or on Who Has the Heat, or just on a live stream, just joking and having a good time with.
Thank you. But yeah, and that's the crazy part. And I just couldn't understand it. I'm like, and then it started trying to spill over into Who Has the Heat. And they rigging it. It's this, it's that, and the other. I'm like, y'all know I'm not Shootang, right? Like, I'm a girl. I'm not Shootang. No, so ain't shit rigged over here. Ain't nothing happening. Like, what y'all talking about? I'm like, y'all realize that I'm here, and I still don't know who the hell Shootang. It took forever for me to realize how many people who was in Shootang and who it was, and I was like, oh. And then when I realized it, I was like, oh, y'all kiss my ass. Ain't nobody doing nothing over here. Like,
yeah, and it was just like, it wasn't even like that for us. It was just a bunch of us that were cool with each other, that respect each other, and we was just chilling in the group chat.
And it
And-
literally probably came off of just like people call me Snacks now. Like y'all got a habit of calling me Snacks. You probably was all just in a group chat and all of a sudden, oh, we shoes, Wu-Tang, good, because you know y'all love y'all some Wu-Tang. And it just went from there. Shoe-Tang. It could have been just how we pop up a hashtag over here. It probably popped up just as easy. And there's
that was it. And then it went crazy, and it was like, yo, chill out. Like, it ain't even about that. Like, we just chilling.
Right.
But it was like, oh yeah, rigging stuff. And it was like, no, it's just a lot of us in there got some shoes for your ass. That's it. That's it. Like, we just
Snacks.
like we all got a lot of shoes. And it just so
Yeah.
happened, you know, the motherfuckers got shoes. Like,
Right, like for shoes, like that group just got, and that might have been it though. That the
yeah,
group
that was it.
The status behind the shoes that is in that whole collective is ridiculous. So
It was like, all right, but
good night, Mom. Later, PA. We have been on here a minute. I don't think I haven't been on.
It's almost 4 hours.
Yes, I'm looking
That's
at
wild.
it. It's 3:49. I don't be trying to hold y'all up on here, but we had a great conversation tonight. So I like when people get up here with me though. Like I don't like to just sit here and talk. So I'd be like, oh, okay. And I'd be thinking about it. Like sometimes I'd be like, man, maybe I shouldn't even go on because I don't feel like just talking to my damn self. But tonight was great. Especially thank you, Caddy, for coming up here because man,
I appreciate
like
it.
I said, your video was the shit. Like it was spot on. And like I said, I appreciate,
really appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying, you put that out there. And you know what I'm saying, and like you said, you didn't get the invoice. I'ma say because everybody's saying you didn't win the shoe. No, you didn't get the invoice. To purchase the shoe. But
that was all it was at the end of the day. It's like, congratulations, we get to send you an invoice earlier before anybody else, so you can pay us $260. And it was like, it's what it is. You know, if I get the invoice, I get it. If I don't, I don't. But I'm not getting shit for free. And I don't even care about the free shit. It was just about getting my message out there because at the end of the day, like I said in the video, it's not about me. I've lived a good majority of my life. I've lived a good part of my life. My son hasn't. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't. Right. So I'm just trying to set up the right roadway for him. You look at LeBron James, he's set his sons up to be wealthy at 18 years old. Like every deal that he had, like his biggest deals, his sons have. Like Bronny is with, Beats and Nike at 18 years old. So he's setting the structure up for his sons. That's all I'm trying to do for mine.
Everybody, BX, what you talking about? Is anybody going for the lost and found on Saturday? Man, everybody.
I think I'm trying to help somebody out. I got my pair. I'm straight. I hit on a shot.
You was going for him. That's the same thing. That count. Went for him. Got him. That's all. Got him.
Yeah, I was just worried about. I was just wanted to lock down the I'm on year 4s because I was sitting there like watching some of these get ready with me influencers. I'll be like, oh, I'm about to do this outfit and I'm gonna rock these with it. I'm about to get out here and kill. It was like, and I just need these shoes. That's what it come down to. Like, I got the greatest outfit and I just need these.
And then they pop up the picture with their hand at like, ding. You're like, it's just a picture. It ain't shoe, it's just a picture. But yeah, nah, that's crazy. I don't know. Everything's great. Like that's just a great message. I don't know. I really enjoyed that, and it's just cool. It's just cool, man.
Yeah. When just actually, you about to go to sleep?
Heck yeah! What time is it? You know what? I need to call this dude because he asked me to take him to the bus station.
He held me up here too damn long.
3 o'clock in the morning. Like, he called me like, you said what?
So you held me up too long, man.
He talking about drop the link. Look at
the wallet.
You gotta go to bed.
Well, this nigga's like, don't you drop that link.
It's over with,
We about to get out of here. Like I said, I appreciate y'all for coming through with the sneakers
We
and caddy
appreciate you.
sitting up
Well,
here.
this nigga good seeing you, bro.
with me.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Dropping some knowledge and all that good stuff. Yeah, man, we out of here, man. We're gonna shut it down. Y'all for talking kicks. I don't never do that, do I? I don't never do that. I'm sorry. I guess I don't never really do.
Don't worry
I need to
about
get
it.
a list. I'd be
Listen.
listening to y'all and I'd be like, I should write this list down. Why they say it?
Listen, I'll help you out. Mondays, Monday Midsole. Tuesdays, Retro Talk Forum, Hoppin' Black. Wednesdays, me, Beard, OG, Talking Kicks, 8:30. Thursdays, you're here, 313. Monday through Friday, Chill Town. Sometimes he's there by himself. Sometimes he's there with Blackout Customs. Don't forget, Blackout Customs has his own channel. Trap House is on probably right now. They're on 24/7 every fucking day of the week.
Yes.
You're going to get a new host every fucking day, but they're definitely going to be on. Who has the heat on Saturdays? Dre Day Vision on Sundays. There you
There
go.
we go. Look it out for it, because Tournament of Champions is coming up real soon, y'all. So, woo, we're ready for it. All right. Peace, y'all. Have a good night.
Later, y'all.